My name is Amy Vorpahl. I'll be your game master for today. I'm running Daggerheart and streaming to 3 different locations. YouTube.com/Alchemy RPG, Twitch.tv/VorpahlSword, and YouTube.com/@Darrington Press. Everybody say hi to each other. Hi to each other.
Hi to each other.
Oh, sorry, not players. I mean, in the chat, but you guys are doing great. But the thing is, this is so exciting because this is day 3, game 3 of GM Fest 2026, which is a 3-day, 9-game showcase of different GMs, Daggerheart, Czepeku, Battle Maps and Tokens, and Alchemy RPG, the VTT. So you're going to be seeing a lot of really cool stuff today. And I'm both the host of this and the Dungeon Master. So if I switch in between all of these things, you're going to have to forgive me. I'm many different people today. But most importantly, I am the Game Master. And so I would like to welcome you to the Extermonstators. These are the blue collar workers in the material plane, and they are just out there trying to exterminate monsters. So without further ado, I'd love to meet the ragtag group of wonderful, lovely players that I've cobbled together. My dear, dear friends, if you guys could introduce yourselves right now with just your name and pronouns, that would be great. We'll get into characters in just a little bit. Let's start with Laser.
Really, an ice cream truck outside.
Oh, and you're muting right now, and that's correct. Yeah, we don't actually want to hear from Laser right now, and that's good because I didn't want to. So who I really wanted, I said Laser, I meant Maddox. They're married, so they're the same person. Okay. But Maddox, will you introduce yourself? And Maddox's voice is gone, and that's good because I also didn't actually want to. I'm just playing with you guys, and I'm manipulating the situation. I don't want to hear from Maddox, and that's not who I wanted to go first. Who I wanted to go first was Nick. I'll just introduce all of you. How about that? I've been introducing everybody this whole game. Why stop here? I'll play this game by myself.
Amy, my mic works. Come on, you can't just give that to everyone.
Okay, everyone, I'd like to introduce to you. I'm Sean Marr, and I'm he/him. Okay, Nick, can we? Sean, will you introduce yourself, please?
Well, I think you said it better than anyone could, honestly. I'm Sean Marr. My pronouns are he, him. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. We got it, baby.
And we love. Okay. And Nick, will you introduce yourself?
Hi, just kidding. Hi, I'm Nick Rosenberg. Pronouns she, her.
You little, I'm so mad at you
got
right
me.
now.
You really got me.
I'm like watching this like a hawk. Okay, gorgeous. What's happening? Okay, we're in Crazy Town already, and that's correct because this is the 3rd game of the 3rd day, the finale of this GM Fest situation. All right, who wants to introduce?
Do I exist? Do I exist?
Yeah, you do.
Great.
Laser.
I'm Maddox.
No.
Nice to see you all. Thank you.
No, you're not, Laser. Laser. Yeah. Someone has to take this seriously, and it can't be just me.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, that was Laser, he, him. Maddox, do you exist?
I don't know.
You do?
Yay! My name is Maddox. My pronouns are he, they.
Y'all, fantastic. Awesome. That took exactly as long as I hoped it would, and we're gonna move.
This was so much fun, Amy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, are we done?
Have a great one, you guys.
I love you all. You win. Okay.
You won.
So,
okay, bye.
Okay, no, wait. All right. Let's get into the world of the Extermonstators. Okay, the Extermonstators. You guys are in the Gloomscape. Deep-a-doot-da-da. You're in the Gloomscape, which is part of the Circles Below. It's a sordid other realm of mischief and monsters. Y'all, this is where monsters come from here, okay? Normally, you're up above on the mortal realm, but in the Circles Below, you've been summoned here to exterminate a group of monsters who are... Normally, there's some coexistence here between monsters, but you've gotten a request to clear out some specific monsters that are obscuring the balance of things, it sounds like, from the engagement letter, which we'll get into in just a second. So in the Gloomscape, you can expect overgrowth, loam, just a smattering of organic material. Lighting is all about twilight. It's hard to tell. The sky doesn't really change, but bioluminescent light from plants and creatures emanates from kind of everywhere. Hard to tell where the trees and other fungal and fibrous and plant-like matter begin and end. It seems as though they're growing from left, from right, from up above and from below, and never really having a beginning nor an end. Tiny crawling beings find homes in giant footprints and claw marks. In many ways, you're kind of at home. You know your way around monsters. However, it's also pretty terrifying. You didn't ask for this life, or maybe you did, but here you find yourselves. You're part of the Extermonstators. You are all hired by the Extermonstators. Most of you freelance, some of you full-time. You're a group of blue-collar workers hired to exterminate monsters and other worldly threats to the mortal realm. Your boss, Turbo Masterson, female, fairy. In Daggerheart, fairies can be insect-shaped, and this one is no different. She is shaped like an elongated praying mantis and has given you your orders.
Her name is Turbo Mom?
Turbo Mom. Do you call her Turbo Mom?
I certainly do.
Yeah, you call her Turbo Mom. She's not with you right now, but she was the one to give you orders, and she's never too far away for a quick check-in. This request, you're used to request, she sends you out, go get rid of this ooze over there, handle the infestation of zombies, that kind of thing. This one was different because it brought you down to the Gloomscape, where you're just not necessarily used to going. You're very well researched in the area for sure, because this is home of monsters. And this payment, the payment was exact and correct and fair, with an additional bag of gold to ensure that you would go down to the Gloomscape. And she, it's a tough life out there. She can't turn down an extra bag of gold. So you do find yourselves there. I'm going to, if you check out Alchemy real quick, which I know you're all on, here comes, I'm sharing it to all of you, this handout of the engagement letter. So I'm going to go ahead and read it. The engagement letter that got you down here. No, not quite. Wait, what do you think it says actually though, LaCroix?
Did Turbo Mom we have a new stepdad coming?
Oh,
Daddy.
Show me that ring, girl.
Yeah,
Mom.
so are
Get
you,
it, Mama.
can you read, LaCroix? Sounds like maybe you can't.
That's not really my business.
To read?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Not really
so
for me. I would say.
yeah, canon that LaCroix can't read. Interesting.
I know what engagement is though, and it's
Where do we see this letter?
You got a new dad coming.
You see it, you should see it in your alchemy journal. And does that help you at all?
Oh, she should not marry this guy.
No, can you not read either?
It says a vile disease has spread in our home. I assume that whoever this guy is, there's something that she needs to get checked out.
Oh no.
Okay, so you read some of it.
No.
You're reading some of it, but not all of it. That's fine.
An ooze and a swarm of rats.
I don't think it's our place to judge. I really
God.
think, I think you should still be able to get married even if you have a disease.
Okay,
I just think it should have been disclosed before the engagement,
And Turbo Mom.
I hope that was.
Turbo Mom is like, hey, I appreciate you attempting to read and being here with me in this moment. There's more to the letter, guys. It's an engagement letter, but we do need to read the full scope of it.
We got you. Okay, we'll be party planning committee number 1. Absolutely. I'll do flowers. LaCroix, you'll be on cake, okay? And we can get this all ready. Girl, you're going to have the best wedding.
No, wait, I hate to disappoint you guys, but my love life it's just in the crapper right now. I didn't mean to tell you this. It's not
Well,
really
this guy
great
has a
for-
disease.
No. Well, I mean, in many ways, dating is a disease. You know what I mean? But no, that's not what this engagement letter. It's just I've termed this. It's my company, and when a client engages us, I call it an engagement letter.
Oh, okay. So we will kill this demon, and then we will plan your wedding party.
Oh well.
We
Hey.
just want you to be happy, Turbo Mommy. We think you do such a good job, and we just need you to value yourself in your relationships, because sometimes it feels like maybe you don't.
So is the ooze and the rats, they're in the venue? So we're going to empty out the venue.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, the Gloomscape is the venue that you want to have the wedding at. We'll clear out the venue, and then you can have your wedding.
Well, we're drawing a lot of lines here that don't need to be drawn. Everyone who can read, will you raise your hand? Only two. Oh, I forgot. Oh,
50-50.
Okay, only one of you was confident about that, and honestly, thank the gods that one of you was. Will you go ahead and read the letter for me, if you don't mind?
Dear sirs, madams, and gentles, a vile disease has spread in our home, the Gloomscape. Please rid these unnatural beings from our land, either with violence or a severe talking to, and let us return to the coexistence we are used to and eradicate their tomfoolery and wild ideas. I'm specifically hoping one demon could be spoken to or killed. He's leading an ooze and a swarm of rats in a sort of gathering, but they seem to be adding members as we speak, so I cannot promise what you will encounter. I'm including an extra bag of gold for this variable and your uncertain trouble. Spottedly ever yours, Lady Rocher. Listen, I believe in kind of owning our existence, but spottedly ever yours is kind of a lot.
I get it now. I totally get it now. You've been double booked. The venue was double booked, and we are trying to get the spot. I understand. It's wedding season, girl. So, like, we have to really be on this.
Okay, no, okay, almost. Arong, boy, do I appreciate the enthusiasm. If you could bring that level of enthusiasm to your Extermonstator jobs, I will appreciate you, and I cannot promise a pay raise, but my eternal thanks. Thanks for reading that, actually, Plunkett. As we're talking, Turbo Mom realizes that as she's telling the story from the future, that as she's telling the story, she hasn't communicated what her team actually looks like. So let's go down the list and describe our characters and who they are, names and pronouns, and backgrounds and classes. So let's start the way that it always was meant to be, with Sean's character. Who do we see?
So you actually see a nice mid-century modern wardrobe. It looks like someone has kind of covered it with a black tarp. It has shelves, it has everything that you'd be able to fit inside a wardrobe. And then you look a little bit closer, and it turns out that that's not a wardrobe. That's just a very large frame contorted to look like a wardrobe. And you see a head pop out of the tarp, and it's this head of like long hair with like bangs that cover her eyes. She is a giant, but she is actually small for a giant, which is why she was tasked to be one of the spies for her clan. And this is Arong. And Arong loves being an Extermonstrator, and also disguising herself as large objects.
Yes, absolutely. And you also have a proficiency with a certain type of monster. What is that?
Oh, yes. I have proficiency in swarm monsters. So Arong is usually sent in before an extermination to kind of get a lay of the land and specifically look at the pack tactics of different monsters. See who is the leader, if there is a leader, how they work together, and that kind of makes her the best at dispatching swarms.
Heck yeah. All right. Next up is Nick's character.
If there's a camera kind of focused on Arong, I feel like it pans over to an empty space and then pans way, way down to the short frame of Ua, who is Simia, one of these little monkey people. And though Alchemy has a lovely token, I'm actually picturing her more as like a golden snub-nosed monkey. Have fun with Google. She is dressed in very kind of simple, almost like monk-like clothing, and she's kind of sat crisscross applesauce, just worrying at a like a mandarin, trying to like get the peel off, so that she can then just devour it messily as this conversation is kind of going on around her.
You share? Anyone wants some? It's okay.
Heck yeah. And what is her proficiency? Which monster type?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't. I'm being shown a picture.
Oh, that's
of
okay.
Nose
I
Monster.
remember.
What is my
Demons.
monster type? Oh yeah, demons. Yeah. I think that as a youth, she was told a lot of stories about, you know, like the demons that plague the world, and so she wanted to make a difference, and you know, decided that it would be her goal to train relentlessly to exterminate demons.
Yeah, and that's not all. In the backstory, do you mind if I share?
The embarrassing parts? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the embarrassing parts. You actually had a relationship with a demon.
Oh, yes. It's not one that she talks about much,
But her trusted companions would know that she fell under the sway of a very charming demon, as they tend to be sometimes, and had this kind of like a long time of will they, won't they, and then a kind of Romeo and Juliet type of thing, and then it ended really badly, as you might expect. But she's not, you know, she's not obsessing. She doesn't like, you know, like try to follow up and see what he's doing. And
Girl, you have to block him on Insta. I told you, he is a piece of shit. You do not need him.
PG.
I track. I must track.
Literally.
It's part of you know, fighting.
Yeah, great. And yeah, we're all supporting Ua on whatever journey this is, as much as we're supporting Turbo Mom, for sure. Okay, next up, I want to hear from LaCroix. Will you describe your character?
Yes. Well, the camera will pan over, and it will just a bunch of looks like a bunch of lumpy rocks. But if we pan out and we continue to pan out, you will see a bunch of lumpy rocks. That is, in fact, a great big turtle. A great big turtle holding a little. Well, he uses it as a fidget toy, but it's a magic wand that kind of glows. He's definitely going to learn how to do cool tricks with it, but for the moment, he just kind of plays with it. And he flies. He's a flying turtle. It's his LaCroix, and we love to kind of just soar just above the ground to make gravity not.
We'll get to that, but I know as a seraph, you do have the opportunity to fly. What does that look like for a turtle, though? Like, do you sprout wings, and where do you sprout them from, and or is it the shell that, like, you tell me?
Oh yeah, it's inside the shell. It's like not super graceful, I would say, when it happens. But they make their way. It's like when you're putting together a tent, and it seems like it should go together really fast. And you just kind of have to keep shaking it until it turns into a tent.
And those are where that's the wing situation. Yeah, great. Okay. Yeah, just a little clunky. And the rock situation is because you worship rocks. Is that right?
I do worship rocks. That's my thing. I'm sure that my deity does have a name, but that wasn't really kind of my thing. I'm more just like, yeah, tell me what to do. I love to help people. And rocks, they're there. They're always there for you, just like me.
Yeah, that's true. And last but not least, we have our Clank. And Maddox, will you describe your character?
Yes. Plunkett is a Clank, but also a frog, sort of a Frankenfrog situation. Sort of had a little bit of a tumultuous emergence into this existence. His specialty weapon or specialty monsters are arachnids, as you would expect from a frog, because they're sort of like a tongue action. And he fights mostly with magic rings that manifest as the little like sucker things on the, you know, like that.
Yeah, very cute. And actually, LaCroix, your proficiency is with, if I remember correctly, cars.
Yes, anything mechanical, but especially cars. If it thinks it's so smart, but rock's gonna stop that.
Right. So it's like rock, paper, scissors, cars, and it's like paper and cars can beat rocks. Yes. Okay. That the natural order of things. I love it. Well, now that we know everybody and we've gotten everyone's like relationship status under control, we do go to the gloomscape. And you can see that the gloomscape, obviously lit bioluminescently. You go directly to where the the map that was included in the engagement letter points you to. And when you read that letter, you knew a few things upon examining it. You could tell that the
mom's getting married.
Okay, you could
Too
tell
many people
that
are coming.
You could tell that the words were very eloquent, and while they were eloquent, the handwriting looked like someone who had just learned to write. The quill that wrote this letter is an insectoid leg, and the ink that was used was motor oil. Between all of your proficiencies, you were able to put all of those together. And the map that was attached had a giant X on it, and you made your way directly to there. So you had to travel through the cave, down a really kind of complicated long tunnel, and you enter into an opening in the cave, a gigantic cavern, really very, very far across, very deep, so very tall from bottom to top, really high ceilings, interrupted with some earth pillars just standing there, holding it upright, maybe some a bit load bearing, but all made of clay, earth, stone, a little bit of organic loam and growth. So let's go to tactical as I describe this to what you see. So everyone can switch over to tactical. That would be great.
Wow.
And you can move your own map around quite a bit. If you don't mind, there are some things that are just out there you can see. So I'll describe what they are, but you can hover over them. And actually, if you're in chat right now, I know that we have pinned the streamer link, and you can play with these maps on Alchemy too. People in chat, you cannot affect the map, but you can scroll over what I've prepared.
Chat can't just move me around willy-nilly.
Oh boy, that's opening a whole other can of swarms. See what I did there? Okay, so you can see that from west to east, that this was the path that you all took. One of these paths, there's a river running through it. You crossed over some. You were following a path of dripping motor oil, actually, to get there. And you know that you're trying to get after a demon who's leading an ooze and a swarm of rats. But as the letter said, that you have been, they may have added to their numbers. So before we actually get into you guys being here, it's a gloomscape. You had some encounters, and we're going to roll through these really quickly. It's just a montage of encounters. You tell me how you want to handle these. We'll get some hope. We'll get some rolls and hope and fear on the board for me to use and for you. On your sheets, I want you all to start with 3 hope. Normally you start with 2, but I want you guys to be able to do cool stuff. Yeah. And I normally will start with the number of fear per player, but I'm going to start higher than that. I'm going to start with 5. So first things there, as the path in the monster realm, this gloomscape led you around before you got to the cave, you ran into some flesh-eating fly nards, okay? And these were like flesh-eating mosquitoes, just like a bunch of them. They attacked you, and you were trying to bat them off. And which one of you kind of took the charge on this one?
Can I say that I was holding up Plunkett as a shield because Plunkett is not made. He was kind of just patting them away so that they didn't have to touch our flesh.
Yeah, absolutely. So you were kind of, I'll say that's a knowledge roll. So make a knowledge check, and you're going to, a knowledge roll, and you're going to be able to add your +1 to it. That's just like off your character sheet and just something that I'm giving you.
That's an 11 with hope. +1, 12.
A 12 with hope will do it. And by the way, all of these, you've obviously made your way to the cavern. We'll see how unscathed or scathed you've been. So a 12 with hope, yeah, you were able to use Plunkett and his clankness to defend yourself against the swarm, maybe even using him a bit as a weapon as you swung him around, and the swarm dissipated, no problem. No flesh was eaten today. With hope, you just succeed. There's nothing extra bonus that goes along, but if you had fear, we would have been in different territory. Next up, as you're making way through this gloomscape, you run into these really odd beings, and they're called mangums, okay? And these mangums are gravity-defying armadillo-shaped creatures. They fling themselves from the sky because they use the branches as slingshots, and they pull them back, and then they launch themselves down to the ground and trigger the gravity so they're faster. So little shell-shaped creatures using themselves as the bullets for a self-curated self-created slingshot. Who kind of, and there were about 5 of them, boom, 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 boom. And as soon as they hit, they would try to reverse gravity and bring themselves back up and redo the attack. Who kind of took lead on this?
I feel like Ua, who is a natural climber and loves to kind of get into high places whenever she can, was absolutely delighted by seeing these things and, was not terribly successful on their descent, but as they would come back up, would launch herself up and try to do these flying kicks to knock them out of the air.
Yes. Have them fall and zoom back up in a different geographical location. But yeah, and why not have a joyride while you're at it?
I hold up my arms like this in hopes that she can kick it through, and like for every point that she gets, we add it to our leaderboard.
Oh. Okay, let's see how many points she does get, and yeah, we do have fun here at the Extermonstators. There's no time like the present for a game. What game is it? What's the game called that you guys are playing?
Ua named the game. Ua, what's the game called?
Ua Ball.
Ua Ball, of course.
Ua Ball. Yeah, and I interrupted someone. What did you say?
If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. It was.
Okay, Ua Ball with the mangoes. All right, I want you to make a roll for sure. I guess agility. Can you make an agility an agility roll would make sense.
Yeah. Well, I did crit.
Oh, okay. You get a hope. Normally on this, you would also get to clear a stress and reduce a hit point. But really successful. I'm going to say on your leaderboard for Ua Ball, you all win this game, so you actually all get another hope. That's how we're gonna rule that. So you're going in really confidently. Let's see if we can maintain this level of optimism. The next up, we see a monster called the Open. This is a horror beast, among other things, a floating mass of green leather flesh that's just filled with mouths or eyes, just orifices, things that open and close with their flesh. And whether there's an eyeball or a tongue inside, who knows? It's a party game. What could pop out from these? And they rotate, and it just seems like all of these orifices are like vying for attention as some of them get pulled back into the mass that is the Open. This is called the Open. And it's just one thing. It kind of floats along, hovers along. Definitely defying gravity, but again, not like the mangums flying up and down. Who takes lead on this horror?
I spring under LaCroix and sort of bounce to just be like, hey bud.
Okay, well, you got it, kiddo. I think I am going. I would like to. I'm gonna take out my little fidget toy and hold it in front of me while I just kind of fly directly toward it. So I can cast a bolt beacon, and I'd like to do that. And if I end up just tunneling into it, I hope I don't go into a mouth.
Oh, I also hope you don't tunnel into it. Now we're operating under the assumption that you are making it to the cave eventually. So no matter what happens, you won't die. But let's see what does happen. So if you could make your bolt beacon attack, and let's see how well it does.
Okay, I can do that, and I'm not scared. Make a bolt beacon attack +2 spellcast roll. You got it.
So click on it in Alchemy, and it'll roll for you.
Oh, well, that makes it easy, huh?
Yeah.
Roll. What a joy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that wasn't very good.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and describe your bolt beacon, and once you like land with the monster, I'll tell you exactly what happens.
I'm assuming that showed up on everybody else's screen, so that's great. I think what happened is it lit up, and then I was just looking at it, and then it just kind of it bounced maybe right through a mouth. You hate to see it.
It sure did. And since you were part of the bolt beacon attack, your momentum also went right through it. You rolled with fear, so I'm going to say you mark a stress. That was really stressful to go through the Open. luckily for you, this was not the open and close, and you weren't stuck inside there. But you were really stressed out mentally. You saw some things maybe from your past that didn't go well as you're going through this kind of like pocket dimension of a creature. The rest of you need to make a presence roll, all three of you, because you just saw this happen. Your party member, Plunkett, the shield that you were trying to dive behind, just got eaten and then spit out by the open. All right, we got some presence rolls. Also, oh wait, I get a fear, so I'm going to take that fear and bank it for later. So we have a 13, a 25, a critical success. Oh my gosh. Okay, so take another hope, Uwa. And actually, no, you don't, because it's a presence roll, but we're doing a reaction, so you don't get another. So 25, lowest is 14, no problem. So you guys are all, I mean, you're in monster territory. You kind of expected some of this to happen. So it was a bunch of like gasping and then relaxing as you saw him come out the other end.
Ooh.
A little disgusted.
Ugh.
But to be clear, there are only mouths and eyes, so none of this is the other end, okay? Just so you know, to be very clear.
So it vomited him out, not excreting. That's better.
That's right.
Moderately better.
I think it's a little better. Yeah, the rest of you, like as you're putting this together, like, hey, it could have been a lot worse. And then on this last bit, there's what happened was a giant crept from the shadows, and all of you were able to like determine that you were being followed by someone, turned around, and the giant, noticing that you noticed them, a young giant, looked at Arang and said, oh no, the spy master wanted me to tell you that she still considers you as one of her pupils, and then kind of pulls out a longbow and tries to attack you. And
what are you doing standing up straight? You should be hunched. You should be hunched always, so we cannot see you. What is she teaching you? I go over and I try to correct his posture a little bit.
Okay, great. So yeah, you're gonna be influencing him in a different way, not attacking. But I will say that at first glance, like you weren't able to stop him from attacking you. So this guy is going to do some damage to Arang, and let's see that happen. This is loading. Okay, as that happens, I will want you to make a. I'll let you choose either an instinct or a presence roll, Arang, as you're coaching this young pupil of the spy
I feel like
master.
this is a presence roll.
I love it
because like I'm trying to big dog him here a little bit. I'm not trying to, but I am.
Great.
Which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the biggest dog move you can do.
I love it.
Okay. So that seems to be a 13 with. Was that fear? Yeah, 13 with fear.
Okay, 13 with fear. You're going to take another stress. And the reason you're stressed out is because this is another pupil, same lower ranking than you are with the spy master when she kicked you out. But
obviously.
But it's weird that she's still after you, and it brings up complicated emotions for you. Arang, do you want to tell us a little bit about the relationship?
Sure. My spy master, otherwise known as my rock, in the clan that I'm in, it's a very militaristic clan. We are in the middle of a war, so everything has to be very militaristic, and we are separated by titles: Pebble, Rock, Boulder, and then our leader, the Mountain. And so my rock was my spy master. I did not know her name ever. I just referred to her as my rock. And yeah, we had a little bit of a falling out, actually, due to one of my fellow compatriots right here. I saved the lives of one of my fellow compatriots when I was meant to study and maybe obtain their knowledge. But I was her pebble. I was her star pebble, for sure. And it hurt me to leave, and I'm sure it hurt her to leave as well. But now I'm kind of like, obviously, my leaving must have really affected the quality of her teaching, because no way would I ever be caught dead going out with this stance with being spotted, it really makes me fear not only for the sanity of my rock, but for my people. If we are not making good spies, then we'll have no more intel. I still do have allegiance to my clan, and I wish to return it one day, but this does not bode well.
Amazing. Look, I didn't roll to see if I hit you. I just said that I hit you, and I like that. So you take 9 physical damage, and I think what's your threshold for minor damage?
My threshold is from 6 to 12, so I believe that that's major damage.
That's major damage, baby. Okay, so yeah, so go ahead and mark that. Let's role play this out. So you're like fixing the stance, and my goal here is, we already know you make it to the cave alive, and so something has to trigger this pebble to leave you. And so
Can I do an assist action?
Can you? Yes, you can.
Can I do a help action? Can I use a minor illusion to get like a slightly taller giant, like hunched with like a hood over their face, just like standing right behind Arang, just like looking disapproving?
Oh,
this is a training exercise, and you're interfering, and that's inappropriate.
And that's what the minor illusion's giving?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, I love that. And actually, we haven't had a Plunkett roll yet, so I'm going to make you, you can just do this minor illusion, no problem at all, but make a presence roll, because you did try to hide, and now you're evoking this image, and I honestly just want you to roll.
17 with hope.
17 with hope. Heck yeah. Go ahead. All right. So you get a hope, and you succeeded on your other roll too, your presence roll. So she's like repositioning her shoulders and saying, I don't know. The spy master said I was good enough to come and get you.
Shh. I am your spy master now. Okay? I am your spy master now. You're going to go back. You're going to forget you ever saw me. And then you will return here. And you will tell me everything that is happening with my rock. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I do. And there's a ritual of becoming a spy master that you two know intimately that just transfers it. And obviously it's without words. Oh, what is it?
It's what some people might see as like an intimate moment, right? But for us, it is pure. It's not at all. But it involves like caresses that turn into punches on various parts of your body. We as giants have various like pressure points where if you reveal them to another person, it's seen as like, oh, I am yours. You may teach me, because now that they know your pressure points, they also know how to defeat you. And so it's kind of like if I ever turn my back against you, you have the power. And
you let some of these land?
Yes.
Because,
yeah.
Okay.
So like I show this person, like I guide this person's hand to like these various pressure points that she pokes, and then I go like and like I twinge.
Yeah.
And
okay, that just happens. So I'll just tell you the damage I'm rolling is 1d8 plus 1. So I think that's what you roll too. Anyway, I'm just gonna say both of us take 1 HP from each other. And you see that like as she's like she's also taking hits from you, and every time she takes hits, she just goes, oh, that's smart. Oh wow. Oh, okay, got it. And she kind of backs away and says, yes, I was unsuccessful in my mission with my previous rock, and I am yours, my liege, and you now have a pebble, I guess.
Oh, she's gonna stay with us?
No, she's gonna go back,
yeah.
But you have and you have allegiance.
Remember, knees bent, okay? Head down, and try your best to look like a table. Okay, a table or a lamppost or a large vehicle of some sort.
As you wish. Okay, and she leaves, and so I guess Maddox.
When this person leaves, I think Ua goes up to Arag.
Are you two married now?
No.
That was
another wedding.
No, marriage is a much more brutal endeavor for giants. Usually, a marriage means that one person is dying at the end of it. It is a very short honeymoon phase.
Yeah, canon. Look, I will say, LaCroix, you just saw a bunch of people like doing rock stuff together. What does that evoke from you?
What does that evoke from me? It's just beautiful, you know? It's just like, it's like I love it. I'm praying, just sitting down, doing my little ritual prayer that gives me dice for something later. And I'm just like, man, from the rock to the rock, from the rock to the rock, rock, we lift your rock on rock, you know what I mean?
Gorgeous. Awesome. Well, you have made it through the gloomscape to the cave, and you find yourselves, now we'll move to where we are. Here you all are at the entrance. And as you come up to this cave, you realize this is massive. You do see an opening in the middle. If you were to fall, it does seem like you would fall about a nice distance, but pretty close to the surface. And to the northwest, you do see a demon holding court. Yes, this is Czepeku, the demon. This is your ex. And I do know that some of you have this Swamp Songs ability or experience. Yeah. And so it's Czepeku, and I'm gifting you the rhyme of your ex. So that's for you. And he's holding court amidst a campfire, and everyone looks very dainty and fancy. And we've got an ooze. We've got Alborf, the cubic ooze. If you listen to their conversation, you'd be able to hear what everyone's names are, no problem. This pink ooze has a prehensile arm and a prehensile pinky as it's holding some snacks and feeding them into its amorphous blob of itself. We do also have Salmonoli, which is a rat swarm in a very similar shape, a humanoid-like shape that it's positioned itself, similar to Alborf, the cubic ooze. And then also eating in a very delicate manner, everyone following humanoid etiquette. And then we have Jormp the Jeep. Now, Jormp the Jeep is shackled to the wall by some of this fungal growth. And a lot of the conversation, when Jormp joins the discussion, Jormp is asking to be let out of the shackles. And it's kind of the demon's choice, and he says no, you do have to pay the price. And it seems as though what happened was, well, I'll let the sign on the wall tell you. They've got a crudely drawn sign that says fighters unengaged, and every time, and they use the FU as punctuation, and a lot of times when they're giving their reasoning, they'll end it with and that's the way things are, FU. And all of them will do this. Czepeku or Jormp, before I go into their conversation, you're very aware that there's a couple of other things going on across the walls. Lots of fungal growth, right? Lots of fibrous materials, pretty much glowing. No specific color at all, but they all seem to culminate in the northeast corner at the top near the ceiling. There's this large, like 15-20 foot in diameter outcropping, a vein of crystalline structures, and they seem to culminate there. And maybe like the fibers get more and more divergent as they leave, but they definitely converge at this crystal point. I will say, LaCroix, you're very drawn to these specific rocks. I mean, they're gem-like crystal. Some of them are this growth. A lot of them are sharp and pointed, and there does seem to be like this really highly magical light source buried within this crystal vein.
Is there anything I can do to try to look at it more, to learn more about it, or
yeah, you absolutely can,
or know what the sign says?
Yeah, well, I'll absolutely. When I turn the spotlight back to you, I'm going to let you guys do what you'd like to do, maybe to prepare or engage or whatever. I will firstly tell you a little bit more about this conversation that's happening. Two things are going on. There's two objectives here. Jormp, of course. Guys, can you just let me out? It was one time I left the cavern and my instincts kicked in and I attacked. I made a violent attack. I'm so sorry. I want to join again. I want to be good. And Czepeku goes, Yes, but we do have rules here, and so in order to join again, you've got to start from the beginning. And Jorm's like, well, but it wasn't really my fault. I mean, when I'm here in this cave, I just feel so peaceful. And then out there, I don't even know what to tell you. There was this giant ladybug, and she was hanging out with Mudja, and Czepeku goes, oh, she was hanging out with Mudja, was she? Oh, I wish I could recruit Mudja. Mudja, the ice elemental. Oh, what our group could accomplish if we had Mudja on board. And yet, hanging with Lady Rocher. Well, if it's up to me, I will not attack Lady Rocher. And you can see this is very difficult for him. So that's a conversation that's happening. Jorm trying to get free. Czepeku not allowing it, and the Alborf and Salmonoli just kind of being neutral. So yes, let's go around, put the spotlight on the players with your newfound hope and my newfound fear. What would you like to do?
Well, I kind of will.
Sorry.
Yeah, LaCroix.
Go ahead. Well, it feels like this horrible car doesn't like being attached to a rock, which doesn't make any sense to me. What a dream. All I've ever wanted to do was just be part of a rock. So I feel like there's probably something wrong with the rock, or obviously with the Jeep. It feels like everything is a little bit upside down here, and I would like to do a little bit of examination of that.
Great.
Is there something I can do for that?
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll get into that in just a second. So you're going to focus a little bit on the car. Fantastic. Someone else, I think it was Ua, you had an idea.
Only that as they came up on the scene, and immediately when she recognizes Czepeku, she is like diving sideways behind Plunkett and kind of clinging to his back, trying to be hidden and take advantage of her small shape. And every time the melodious tones of his voice waft through the cavern, you hear these little whimpers from Ua.
Plunkett, get closer. I have to know, is he dating the pink one? Is that his new? Get closer.
Okay, great.
I will find out for you. Okay,
yes.
girl, you stay here.
Okay.
You cannot get close to him right now. It doesn't seem like.
She reaches out a long simian arm towards you.
Just don't fall in love with him, okay?
That's okay. I will not.
Okay.
Okay, I will not.
Okay.
And then you all see what looks to be a writing desk kind of sliding forward through the shadows. And I'm gonna try to get. Is there like an advantage point or something that I might be able to get to, like on top of one of these mushrooms or something? Is there a point that I could get on top of?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of these structures, the pillars go from floor to ceiling, but the mushrooms that some of them grow a little higher, and you're going to be able to get on top of them and maybe peek around some of these pillars. You can tell that where they've created their hideout is in one of the more cul-de-sac-y looking areas of the cave, but for sure you can get closer. And then with the meaning to determine what is Czepeku's deal. Okay, so Plunkett.
I want to get that crystal because I think it would make a great backdrop, like for the altar for when Mom gets married. So I would like to, because we need to keep Ua out of trouble anyway, is to sort of head that way and investigate the crystal.
Okay, I love it. So Ua, are you going to stay kind of where you are? No, you're going to head that way.
I'm fully attached, just clinging. If he turns around, it looks like a Bugs Bunny style, just like attached to his, almost, I think, extending my arms out so they match where his arms are, trying really hard not to be seen.
I love it.
She's a little messy. She's not really ready for this.
Yeah. Okay.
It's only been 3 months.
I've been doing my affirmations, but it's too fresh still.
We in alchemy, if you right click and drag, you can find the close, very close, far, very far, all of that melee. You can see the distances of what those are. We're not in combat yet, but that'll be helpful for later. And sorry if you're watching on streamer mode, you won't be able to see us do this, but it's really cool. Okay, LaCroix, I'm going to say you're able to kind of you're a turtle turning into rocks, and you're going to make your way a little bit closer. You obviously want to get close to the Jormp, the Jeep, figure out what's going on there. So this is what happens. I'm going to get you guys to make some rolls. Again, Plunkett, you this crystal and this crystal formation is very far. From where you were, it's far up in the air, like it's like close to the ceiling.
I will
so in order
cast
to
wall
get there,
walk on myself and Ua.
okay, amazing. I think that might be a domain card if you want to send that to the journal. And the way you do that is in Alchemy, just right click and on that part of your character sheet, way down at the bottom, and click send to journal.
It is, yes. There you go, everybody. Wall walk, and I have to spend 2 hopes to give it to both of us.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I can climb. I can climb.
I have an ability, a nimble climber ability that makes me better at climbing up walls, as long as there's like handholds or, other crystals to grab onto.
There sure
also
are.
lets you on the ceiling.
Oh,
Creepy.
Under the crystal.
Yeah, so we actually see this Frankenfrog, this clank, this constructed frog-looking thing, kind of like suction walk up the side, and Uwa, the simian, is using handholds of crystals that are geodes that are popping out, as well as the crystal formation and the fungal fibers that are just growing as part of the cave in the gloomscape. Will you both? You're going to make a reaction roll, so I don't care about hope or fear, but I do need you to roll a presence roll.
$12.
13.
13. Both of you make it. How fun. Okay, so this is what happens. Did y'all hear that?
Yes.
She's rolling something.
Okay, so you both succeed at something tries to invade your mind space in a very negative way. This is the rest of you may not notice this, but the fungal fibers on the sides of the walls and even growing on the ground, they pulse and thrum. And at the same time, you kind of get this like mental attack. You're able to push it away, but you can tell that like something about these fibers that are converging at this crystal want something from you. But no problem, you were able to fend it off, so you move forward, and I'll allow you to get up to the crystal. We'll see what you find out in just a little bit. Okay, so LaCroix, tell me about your strategy of getting close to Jorp. In this kind of like situation where they're all kind of talking around this campfire.
How high is the ceiling? It's kind of high, right?
Pretty high, yeah. It's I would say it's 50 feet. I'm saying it's far, very far, actually.
Oh,
so,
well then they ain't gonna see a big turtle flying up there.
Oh, are you on the ceiling? Are
Yeah,
you
they're not
rocks
gonna
on the
see me.
ceiling? How are you getting up?
I'm not good at hiding, but people don't usually look up, so it's
That's
fine.
true. That's true. I will make
Yeah.
you roll for it though, because you were just flying. You're flying rocks. So let's do a finesse roll.
For you, anything. I'm gonna roll my Vorpahl dice. I'm sorry. Okay. My hope is 11. My not evil hope is 9. Together, that is 20 with hope.
It's 20 with hope. I can't get you guys to roll fear if I tried. Okay, great. 20 with hope. Easy peasy. Yep. Rocks are up on the ceiling. Go ahead and give yourself a hope. And I think it'll be a little bit more difficult when you try to come down, but you can see that
I think so too.
The shackles are man-made, or in this case demon-made, but they're more, Jorp's tires are being secured, so these are made with like mostly rope, I will say, up against some of the fungal structures on the wall. Are you touching the wall at all?
Yeah, if it's cool rocks and bioluminescence and stuff, I'll probably go up and try to lick it, see what the deal is.
Okay, actually, you're gonna lick it. Great. You're gonna go ahead and make that presence roll with disadvantage, which means you add a d6 and minus that number from your hope and fear dice.
Well, it doesn't feel like a good thing to do, but I'll do it if you want me to. Okay, Venus hope. Okay, so that was 6 hope, 11 fear, minus 2, so that's okay, we can do anything. 9 plus 6, which is 15 with fear.
15 with fear. Okay, that means I get a fear. But it is a 15. Great, I'm going to bank that fear. Yeah, you can see that one of these crystals, it's also glowing, and as you take it and try to lick it, you get the same sensation. Fun.
That my mind is being invaded.
That your mind is being invaded, but you're able to ward it off. No problem. So yeah, you're up there, and yeah, you get a better vantage point. It does very easily look like these beings, specifically the demon, tied up Jorp. And
keep licking rough, just in case it gets better.
Next we have Arong, and Arong, go ahead, and you're just trying to see what's going on with Czepeku. So I do want to make you roll because rolling is fun and it might generate fear. Do you have an experience you could use that would like help you determine if Czepeku is dating the ooze or the swarm of rats?
That's a great question, actually. Let me see. Okay. Not really an experience. Oh, but I do. Okay, I do have like a sneaky one. I actually, from my Orderborn class, I have a tenant called "Never Let Them See You Coming," which I think I would like to kind of use now to change one of my hope die into a D20.
Oh, amazing! Yeah. So go ahead and can you send that? I think you can. I think that's part of the card, so you can send that to Journal. That's great.
Yeah, if I can find it somewhere. I'll find it at one point.
It's at the very bottom of your character sheet. Scroll all the way down. But yeah, for now, go ahead and make that finesse. It's either going to be. I think it'll be an instinct roll because this is going to be your baser instincts from your.
Okay, so that's a +0. All right. That is a 21 with hope.
Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead and take a hope. Wow. Czepeku, it's complicated, but Czepeku and Jorp are together.
Oh, I will take that to my grave.
Oh.
There's no way I'm telling you on that. There's no way.
That is messy.
It's messy.
So messy. As that happens, just as kind of to prepare, I'd also like to activate my Rogue's Dodge ability, where I can spend 3 hope to gain a +2 bonus to my evasion until the next time an attack succeeds against me.
Oh,
so
wow.
Now my evasion is at a 14 instead of a 12.
Oh, wow. Okay, amazing. We're going to wrap up what you guys find at the crystal, and then we're going to enter into something. We're going to enter into actually some of this hope and fear situation. All right. So you're by this crystal, both of you, Ua and Plunkett. Just up there, like 50 feet up in the sky, at this crystalline structure. Again, it's 20 feet wide, and you're near it. You also can grab onto it with no real effect. And what you can see, a couple of things. One, I am gonna, well, as you are closer, you do. I am gonna make you do another presence roll. And I swear someone needs to get a fear.
Just gonna roll it here.
Am I up there too, or I'm near them, but I'm busy?
You're closer to these monsters.
That's
Yes. Okay.
Fear for Ua.
11 with hope for Arong.
9.
Okay. Plunkett and Ua. Mechanically, this is what happens. Your hope die turns into a D10. You take 10 psychic damage.
Oh my god.
And no, I'm so sorry. That's for no, I'm really sorry about that. So everyone
Should be,
calm
that was
down.
mean.
Everyone stop yelling. You take 3. Actually, you take 3 psychic damage. So probably still minor damage for both of you. Mark that on your character sheet. And I'm going to hear from both of you. But what happens is that this fungal network invades your mind. At the end of it, at the end of your vision that you experience in your brain, you feel a little less ept. You feel inept. You feel just a little less able to do certain things, a little less capable. This cavern feels like it's against you. And you can tell that the closer you get to this crystal and this light, the more devastating this is. So, Ua, something that you remember, it can be recent or a little further away, but something you remember really gets to you. And it's almost like something is using that memory to make you more insecure or talk you down and make your brain like hijack your brain into believing whatever you learned from that traumatic experience. Do you have something in mind? I can also give you something.
I think I do. Ua's there next to Plunkett, who's like actually attached to the wall. Ua's just kind of like hanging by her feet, which are around a little bit of an out, like a little stalagmite, the ones that are at the ceiling. And her mind just kind of starts reeling a little bit, and her attention's being drawn over to where Czepeku is, and she's kind of wondering, what is Orang finding out? And then she's remembering back to, their very tumultuous relationship and how they split, and how, he was always telling her like, you're just a little too much. And then she's thinking back to her order, where she feels like she was always unsettling to the brothers and sisters that were always studying to be these like very placid, very serene, like monk type figures. And you can see her like grip is starting to loosen as she's like sliding down this stalagmite a little bit. And she's just like, I came out to the wilds so that I could be more free, but now I am trapped in this cage of my own emotions.
Yes,
she's spiraling. She's just spiraling.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I think the last communication y'all had was maybe you said something like, we don't, no pressure. Like, we don't have to be together. And then Czepeku was like, no, good. I'm glad you said it. I was also thinking that. So nice to know you. And it was like, you just didn't say what you meant. You didn't stand up for yourself. And here we are. Fantastic. And what about you, Plunkett?
I have decided these are not good crystals for the wedding. Do you still need me to react to them, or can I just try and destroy them?
You can try to destroy them, absolutely. I just wonder what thoughts it brought up for you from your past.
It made me think of the man who created me, who was Dr. Plunkett Clankenstein, and how Orang convinced me to burn off my controls, and then it accidentally started a fire, and then it killed him. And so I do not wish to bring any more tools that might kill my family into, our sort of celebrations. Mostly that.
Yeah. Yes. The both freedom and trauma and destruction of your freedom and the cost of that comes to mind. Look, Plunkett, you're right there. You discover something inside of you. And I'm putting it on the map. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
It's the bomb inside of me.
It's the bomb inside.
Don't you understand? The bomb's been inside of you this whole time.
That's right. That's right. Dr. Plunkett made you, created you in a certain image. And as it was burning, you were able to get out, and thank goodness. But there's been a dormant bomb inside of you. It's very difficult to tell at this moment what it would do, but I'm going to spend a fear die. Sorry, I'm going to spend a fear. And not only do you determine that there's a bomb inside of you, I don't know who you tell or anything like that. A couple of other things happen. Lady Rocher and Mudja the Ice Elemental enter from the back area of the cave, and Lady Rochelle goes, "Oh, good! Yay! We're all here. Shall we attack now? Now that I've hired you to rid this entire cavern of the people these monsters who aren't fighting anymore, going against nature itself." And she makes her way over to Czepeku and immediately attacks him.
Hang on. The monsters seem fine.
Yeah, and Mudja, you can tell Mudja's like, "Man, yeah, let's do this," and is just kind of next to following her lead. She's going to spit acid at the entire group of monsters.
Oh, okay.
Ankit, are we the bad guys?
Go off, Queen. Go off, Queen.
Guys, if they're there for the wedding venue as well, and we have a 3-way venue off, I'm gonna be so pissed.
We gotta embrace maybe the love. Maybe we have a wedding competition show
that does
where
sound
all the
lovely.
brides go to each other's weddings and then like judge them, and then whoever wins gets a honeymoon.
That's such a good idea. I think that would play and rerun for years.
So she out of the folks who are there, she actually doesn't attack any of you guys, but you can tell that they all take a severe amount of damage. For my money, I'm going to go ahead and roll that because I think that's fun. Oh boy, that's so fun. Wait, that's the damage. Why is it a D20? Oh wait. Oh, sorry, this is the damage. I'm lying. Okay. They each take like a minimal amount of damage. Her heart wasn't in it as the ladybug just spits at them and goes, "All right, everyone join in. You're already here. I've been following you in the cave and now it's time to attack. I need my money's worth. Get them out of here." And I'm gonna spend another fear to spotlight Mudja. Mudja's formidable, guys. Mudja is the guy that they wanted to recruit. And it does seem like whoever has Mudja has a big advantage. So Mudja is going to shoot out ice shards at this entire group too. Do an area of effect attack too, and he's going to roll quite a few. Okay, so yeah, they all take damage too. You can tell they're all like hurting quite a bit, and maybe Mudja and Lady Rochelle could have done this whole work themselves.
Yeah,
but
what do they need us for?
they're hoping that she paid high dollar for you guys. So that's my spotlight. The spotlight goes back to the players, and as you know, in Daggerheart, there's no real turn or anything. But if you'd like to take a move, you get all of you get the spotlight until someone rolls fear, and then it cycles back to me. So as a group, we've got the crystal. We've got the crystal going nuts. We've got maybe Plunkett trying to destroy it. And these it seems like you're all entranced with these monsters, but these guys who, at least on the surface, claim to be nonviolent.
Well, regardless of what we were paid to do, Ua is on the other side of the cave right now. I cannot let it get back to her that her ex is dating a car, and so I need to eliminate both of these people as quickly as I can, hopefully before Ua can get over to the side of the cave. So I am going to shadow step from my spot on the mushroom. I'm guessing since I'm close to the wall, I'm assuming there's like a spot of shadow somewhere, and I would like to appear. Suddenly, Czepeku realizes that there is a chaise lounge that is finely upholstered in black velvet fabric behind him, and then that chaise lounge pulls out a dagger and stabs him.
Formers got weird in the 90s.
You stabbed Czepeku?
Who are we paying? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what fun. Yeah. Cool. Guys, if you're watching on the stream, I did write little subtitles for each of these guys. If you want to like click on them, and each one of our little NPCs has a little bit of flavor text next to them. So go ahead and do that. Okay, great. So make your attack.
Yeah. Sorry, am I not supposed to be stabbing the guy that broke my friend's heart?
No, you absolutely are, and everything you want can happen.
Okay. That is, I believe, a 20 with hope.
Wow. All right. So go ahead and give yourself a hope. That definitely hits. And roll your damage dice.
Okay, that is a 5 damage to them. Oh, plus, because I'm doing it from cloaked, I also roll an extra d6.
Oh, wow.
Okay, 6 total damage.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, from cloaked. And so just describe this. So what weapon are you using?
I'm using a dagger, but in Orang's hands, it looks like a toothpick to her. So she's holding like 2 small daggers in between her pointer and thumb fingers, and it's just like kind of like stabbing like that. But again,
Like
it does
felting.
look like a chaise
Like you're
lounge
felting a
is
demon.
stabbing. Yeah, I'm felting a demon.
Yeah, for sure. And as you felt this demon, Czepeku, I mean, this is an attractive guy. He does have really sexy horns. He's got a little bit of hair in a widow's peak, strong jawline, without even trying. And he turns around and looks at him and says, "Oh, I don't know that I deserved that."
If you are so unengaged, then why do you need the wedding venue? And I stab him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Czepeku looks incredibly confused, and the swarm of rats goes, "Boss, remember, don't attack back. Don't attack back because F you." And so it's still your turn. You had hope, so the spotlight's still with the players.
Oh, I'm conflicted.
You're doing the
Troy?
right thing. I want to like crush the crystal.
Yeah.
You want to crush the crystal?
Try.
Yeah,
I just wanna
absolutely.
kinda, like, barrel at it. I have because I don't wear armor. I just have a really strong shell. I feel like I just like slamming myself into stuff is kind of like fun for me.
Oh, I love that.
And-
Yeah. So
yeah,
you
yeah,
are. You are pretty far from the crystal. So if you were moving a far distance while we're taking the spotlight turns, you do have to make an agility roll to get over there as fast as you'd like to. Make an agility roll.
Right. You got it. Okay, that was an 11 with fear. Did that
11 with fear.
win? Did I win?
Yeah, you do. So you're able to vroom, get on over there. You crash into this crystalline structure. A couple of things happen. With fear, I get a fear, which is so fun. Spotlight comes back to me, and something bad happens. So I think the goal was to smash this crystalline structure, right? Yeah, and you do. You take 1d20 plus 5 impact damage.
Which is
basic-
that feels bad.
Yeah, it is. It's basically fall damage at a certain height. So 14, so you take 19.
Oh my god.
Is that severe?
No.
It isn't?
No.
What are
My
your
damage
thresholds?
Threshold is 21.
Dang.
21.
All right, well, good job.
I'm very
All right.
hard.
That strong
You are
shell.
very hard.
Crazy.
Okay, so as you guys are able to move out of the way, you don't run into Plunkett the bomb. No, actually, with fear, there's a couple of things I want to do. One, the first thing I want to do, mark on my countdown die with fear. Here it goes, and yeah, the fungal stuff comes barreling at you and tries to get you.
That face for the sound effect to work in alchemy.
What face? I don't remember what face I made just now. All right, so incoming, it happens. Your hope die turns into a D10. Actually, sorry, not yet. Make a presence roll. It's reaction, so no hope or fear.
Me? Make presents?
Yeah.
For you?
We got to see.
Okay. 12 with hope.
12 with
11
hope.
with hope. Sorry, 13
11 with hope. No longer what?
13. I'm sorry.
You're doing great.
Is
You're
it
doing
13?
great.
Okay, 13 is enough. The difficulty's going up each time, so we actually are at 13 now. So you met it, which is just fine. Your hope die stays where it is. That just happens. With the fear, you did take the damage. You were already going to take the damage with the fear. LaCroix, I'm going to rule that within this crystalline structure, the source of all of this magic that's happening is one kind of 5-inch crystal. And it looks like the top of a mace. It's very spiky and very symmetrical all the way around. It looks almost, it would look almost man-made, except you can tell beyond everything that this is magical. And it does seem to be, even though you crashed through the crystal, this seems to be very much intact. And another thing happens. The crystalline structure, while you did destroy it, is not completely destroyed. And you can tell just beyond, with refracted light, that there's a humanoid and kind of like another room behind this structure. And there's a humanoid moving around there. That's so you've broken through to the source of this light. It is my turn, so a couple of things happen on my turn. I guess Czepeku trying not to attack. Jorp is really going to struggle because Jorp has just relapsed a little bit, and so Jorp really wants to attack. So I think Jorp's going to try to break free and run over Orong. Because you actually did stab his lover.
Do it.
Come on, Jorp. Where are you?
Homewrecker.
Okay, Jorp. First of all, we're gonna try to. Oh, also. So Jorp was not. Jorp is a construct and it has was weakly made. And so, how am I gonna get through this?
Much like gender is a construct that's weakly made.
I'm just going to do a Daggerheart roll. Okay, so here we go. Daggerheart roll. And it has to be lowercase. And you can't use a space. Okay, everyone, you can't do that. Boom. Here we go. Break free, baby. No, nope. Went ahead. Oh, I don't roll that. I roll a d20. Haha.
But they almost
Come on,
stacked.
Amy. Oh, come
Yeah. That's how it is. It's asymmetrical playing, baby. I roll a d20. Higher fail rate, but when I succeed. Great. Yeah, Jorm's able to run over, free himself, and also run over you. So let's see what he does. He's got an action called run over. Boom.
Free yourself and your Jeep will follow.
Yeah, does a 16 hit your evasion, Arong?
It does. If I mark armor, does it count as a hit still?
Oh yeah. All right, so it's gonna do 7 physical damage to you. And actually, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna mark one of my armor slots to make that into minor damage.
Yep, you can definitely do that. Great. Heck yeah. Okay, so that's I'm gonna spend another fear though, and I'm going to. My fear actually is that your bomb starts ticking. And we're going to start another countdown die. You don't realize this, but I already have a countdown die going. Yeah. So countdown's going. You actually, it's going to be difficult to know you just know that it's ticking. All right. Spotlight back to the players.
Can I try to Rain of Blades on the little mace crystal? And is it vulnerable to magic damage at all, would you say?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You could tell that it is.
Yeah. Okay, so I have to spend a hope, and then it just happens, right? I don't have to roll for it.
I mean, it is an object. How are you doing it? What's your attack that you're doing?
It's a spellcast. Oh, I do have to make a spellcast roll. Conjure throwing blades that strike out at all targets within very close range. If I succeed, they take a d8 plus 2 magic damage, and if it's vulnerable, they take an extra d8.
I love it. Okay, so you're actually going to do some damage to your pals. I am not mad about that.
What if not that?
Just do it. It's a one shot.
Go ahead.
Okay. Great. Okay, so roll up.
Amy,
bonus.
this isn't a years-long campaign.
Jorm.
Wait, I haven't
Okay.
even gotten to the part
A
where
20
I'm
with
my
hope
madness.
is the hit, and then the damage. Oh wait, plus a vulnerable target. Go away. Plus a vulnerable target is go. And then I'm gonna spend. So that's 12 magic damage, 14 magic damage. Math is hard. And then, because I get +2. And then I'm gonna take a stress to double that, so it's gonna be 28 magic damage on this little crystal.
I love how 3 out of 4 of us are spending all of our resources fighting an inanimate object, and not the 8 that are. It's a wrong against the world out there.
Hashtag priority.
Yeah.
Priorities,
Actually,
absolutely.
Rock's
Yeah,
trying
great.
to touch our heads.
I love that. The crystal, you can tell half of the crystal is destroyed. Just it like blinks, this magic, it kind of explodes, and then the rest that's left over is just a crumb of what it once was. Looks like a geode, but it's only perfect on the outside. On the inside, really crackling, crackling light energy glows forth from it. You're able to destroy, you can tell, at least half of it. The entire western side of the cavern, the fungal fibers go dark. And I will say, Ua, your hope die returns to normal. And Ua and LaCroix, I can't remember LaCroix if you had an adjustment, but I don't think so. So Ua, your hope die returns to normal, back to a D12. And another thing, I want this countdown timer, this countdown thing, and I cannot remember where it is. So Dan, in my ear, can you just tell me how to create it? And I'll just keep going. As soon as I finish. Oh, trackers. And that's in my Game Master tools on Alchemy. Oh, there it is. Found it. Perfect. Thank you. All right. And I'm calling this a bomb. Y'all, I'm doing
I'd be
this.
able to like arcane sense know that was happening, because it's not. Is it just a bomb, or is it also like a magical bomb?
I'll say, I mean, it's inside you, and if you have, it's the bomb inside. So if you have arcane sense, you're magical. You can, it's magical. Absolutely, you would be able to tell. So yes, you know that it's got 5. Actually, because in the interest of time, we are going to say it's got 3. Just because I know that I have to wrap things up in like 30 minutes. So you got 3 until it does explode. Where the heck were we? It was LaCroix's turn? Is that what we were doing?
LaCroix smashed into the crystal, and then I bladed the crystal. So I think it's still our turns.
It sure is. Yeah, you rolled with hope.
Yeah.
Arang would love to get out of here. It seems that she may have misread the situation. Does not feel bad about hitting the demon X with her dagger, but now is, I think, in a bit over her head, and so she is going to like kind of cautiously step back and then use another shadow step to dive into the Muja, the ice elemental's shadow, and then reappear by her teammates over here.
Okay. So you were able to appear in a shadow, but I need you to tell me how you're hanging on to the wall, because they're really far up there.
Oh, they're far up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that would leave a shadow on the ground, right?
That would leave a shadow on the ground.
Okay, you can be on the ground with no.
Or, I mean, can I stab my 2 little toothpicks into the side of the wall and use them as kind of like grappling points?
Let's see if you can. This is going to be an agility roll, so make an agility roll.
Okay.
Because for free with your shadow set, you can just appear there, but it's like 50 feet in the air. So let's see.
I say that because I am trying to keep myself from falling. I'm kind of going against the grain of gravity and use one of my experiences.
Yes, you can spend a hope to gain a +2 to this attack.
Okay, great. Okay, 1 hope, 1 fear.
Attacking the wall.
Hey,
okay.
That's a critical.
That's a crit.
That's a crit. Nice. Okay, absolutely. You can remove a stress, gain a hope, and this succeeds with an extra, with a little something extra.
Can I ask for something extra? Can I, being the person that helped Plunkett release themselves from their machine, I feel like I was given some prior information that like other spies had kind of scrounged up about like the nature of Plunkett. So when I hear Plunkett ticking, can I be like, Plunkett, you are ticking. I do not think this is good. Do you want me to take a look at it?
Yes, sure. It's rude to mention it, but you might as well.
Okay. And then I'm going to send this to the journal. I have pick and pull. You have advantage on action rolls to pick non-magical locks, disarm non-magical traps, or steal items from a target. This is magical, but I am wondering if this can kind of still help out like a bomb disarming, if I can try to disarm this bomb.
Yes.
Can I do a help action and add my bonus for science experiment from my experience?
Yes, and actually for help, you would just spend a hope, and Sean or Arong would get to roll with a d6.
I will spend
You
hope.
can also suggest, a fun thing that might, if anyone has 3 hope, you can spend 3 hope and 2 people can work together. You would each roll your dice, and you would take you would take whichever person's roll that you would like.
Oh,
Does
I'll
anyone?
do
You do?
I have 3 hope. Yeah, I'll spend them.
And because this was
I got-
this is actually going on a critical success. So I'll say that it only costs 2 hope to do this.
Whoa.
Amazing.
Okay, awesome.
So actually, Maddox, Plunkett, you spend 2 hope. You're initiating, so you're the one spending hope. Sean, you don't have to spend anything. And together on this critical success, you are going to try to disarm the bomb. This is going to be a finesse roll for both of you, and you may. I will say you've already spent the hope to initiate this, so only I'm only going to allow. Actually, both of you may spend another hope to use an experience for a +2, if you want.
Okay.
So make those rolls. It's once more a finesse roll. That looks cocked on the screen.
16 with hope for me.
That's a 16
14 plus 2, 16
with hope.
with hope.
Okay, that's crazy. So that's another critical. I'm going to say that's insane that like you guys are both rolling the exact same result. So that's another critical success. Both of you clear a stress. Both of you gain a hope. And you're going to get a little something extra. So the goal was to disarm this magical bomb.
Can we temporarily disarm it?
Wait, what?
Like, I mean, like, can we remove it from you and have a bomb now?
You certainly can. Yes, that's exactly what happens. So role play this out, because this is insane. Y'all are like getting finicky with Plunkett's body, and I'm gonna do some changes on my end while you do this.
I think it's very the doctor what's that doctor board game that Operation, where
and
I'm
I
like
have
going
like
in
a
with my
bunch of like hex keys in one of my arms, and so we're just like pulling those out.
yeah, and I'm going in with my 2 daggers as little tweezers, and every time you like I hear a little buzz, I like pull out and then I go back in. And I'm just like redoing wires, trying to pick locks, and then eventually like we remove the bomb from your body.
Yay!
And I stab my small dagger into it, so it's like a pin, so that whenever we want to reuse it, you can just remove the pin and it'll reactivate.
I love it. I'm syncing what I changed. Operation. Let's see if it showed up. I hope it did. Yeah, it did. Just everyone, if you want to refresh, I'm going to zoom in and you can see it now says the bomb outside.
Wow. Look at that.
Nice.
You now have a bomb. Interestingly, this bomb is shaped identically. The shape of it looks identical to the crystal that LaCroix, that LaCroix is very near, and the one that Plunkett destroyed. It looks like the top of a mace. Spiky things are pointing out from it, and it's very symmetrical. Seems like man-made or magical. And you can, with all of that success and all of that critical success, you're able to determine. This is actually Plunkett. I need you to make a roll.
Okay,
This is a reaction roll.
Okay, can I use my well-read bonus? It's advantage on history, culture, politics of a person or place.
Yes.
Am I a person or place?
Yes, absolutely. So knowledge, spend a hope to use that experience, and you're going to add a +2 to it. Oh, and wait, sorry, that makes you do it with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you send that to journal? I think that's a domain card.
I think it's just a community loreborn thing.
Oh, that might. Yeah, I think it's a card. So your community and your domain should have cards at the very bottom of your character sheet when you play them in Alchemy.
It's not letting me click and
It's not
send it.
all good. No worries. We'll move on. Okay, so you're just able to roll with advantage. So go ahead and make your knowledge roll with advantage.
Okay, so do I just roll like 4 of them?
Oh, sorry. Nice try. Advantage means you roll with a d6, and so in Daggerheart, when you click. Sorry, in Alchemy, when you click knowledge, so click on your knowledge, in the top right of the pop-up, you can say advanced roll, or you can click over to advantage. Do you see?
In the top of my, I'm so sorry, this is taking 100 years, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Where am I going?
Okay, click on knowledge, your knowledge on your character sheet.
Oh, yes. Knowledge. Yes. Ah!
And then it has an advantage tab.
Perfect.
And then you can roll at the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, fun.
Ew. Oh no!
So pretty.
17, but with fear.
I love
19.
that.
What?
I will say that this is. So normally this would be a reaction roll, but I do love that it's with fear. So in retrospect, it's no longer a reaction roll. You do learn it though. This is a Plunkett. This is a Dr. Plunkett design. And that means that the crystal is a Dr. Plunkett design. And you can easily determine that whether or not Dr. Plunkett is still alive, someone with his knowledge has been creating these things. With fear, it does. I am going to take the spotlight, and I'm going to say all of these. I'm going to say Jorm especially hates what just happened and is going to sprint over to you guys. You're way up high, so it doesn't matter. The ladybug can fly to where you are. I'm going to say the ladybug does attack Arang, and Arang, you are holding the bomb. That's what I'm going to say.
So what is the deal here? Because you hired us, and now it seems like you are attacking us, and I am just wondering what is going on. Should we kill you instead? Are you here for a wedding? Are you trying to poach our destination?
Tell us if we should kill you or the other. If you're a bad guy, tell us if you're a bad guy and we should kill you.
Well, I don't know what's going on, and I think you must kill the others. But while you're just lollygagging up here in the corner, I cannot fight my baser instinct. And you can tell that, like, one thing you notice from the get-go is these monsters should not be talking, much less in common, and much less the eloquence that they are talking. And you can tell that this kind of fibrous material, while it was diminishing your skills, it was elevating their skills. And so you can tell that she was the one who wrote the letter. She wasn't able to write very well, but the way she's thinking, and she says, since I've been in this cave, I've been able to make my own choices, and I have chosen to keep my baser instincts, attack, violence. That's what we do. We're monsters in the gloomscape. And yet these four have sworn pacts and commitments to reduce their violence. No more, I say, no more. And if you won't attack, I'll attack you. And so hopefully that logic makes a lot of sense.
I get it. Okay, so she is bad then.
Are you okay? It just seems like you're working through a lot of something.
I didn't ask for this. I didn't want this elevated knowledge, but while I have it, I will use. And hold on. She's gonna twitch.
She also getting
she's gonna twitch.
Brooks. Is that the problem? She was dating Jess Brooks also, and now she sees he's dating a car.
I wouldn't be caught dead. I wouldn't be caught dead with that demon. I want him gone and dead. Actually, LaCroix, will you make a presence or instinct check? Present. You can tell what's going on.
But I'm trying to avoid because I did just say something what I wasn't supposed to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're avoiding eye contact for sure.
Presence, that is 19 with fear.
19 with fear. Oh, give me that fear, baby. Okay. So she's gonna make her attack on Arang. Here we go. This is versus your evasion. Oh, tell me that doesn't succeed.
Yeah, that succeeds.
Yeah, I think so. And then, but she is just clawing with her legs, her ladybug legs, for 10 physical damage. Arang.
I'm gonna use another armor In fact, I'm going to use 2 armor to throw.
You can't. You can
I can't?
on 1 hit. You can only use 1
Okay,
armor.
I'll use it to make it minor. Guys, I have 1 hit point remaining.
Okay. Well, while you have 1 hit point remaining, LaCroix, wild success on this roll that you definitely told me had fear. But what was the number again?
19.
Yeah, 19. Big success. And what is going on is, while they haven't actually been in a partnership or a couple, but their coexistence in the gloomscape was symbiotic. And this is before they had this elevated fibrous elevation of their minds, and Czepeku was responsible for luring humanoid type folk down to the gloomscape, where Lady Rocher and the rest of these people could feed on them after Czepeku was done with his toys. So while it was not a romantic partnership. Romantic partnerships only formed once they became elevated. The other thing that you can tell is like this effect that's happening, this magical effect, is elevating monsters, while also you humanoid people, you're getting kind of demoted in terms of intelligence. Bit of a Planet of the Apes situation. And
I would like to hum sadly to myself, because Swamp Songs is my feature, and then I would like to spend 3 hope to clear a hit point on my dear friend, the giant table.
Oh,
that's amazing.
give me a little boost.
Yeah, you can do that.
Boost over there.
You can do that as soon as
Using
it is your spotlight. But right now, spotlight's
Table
mine.
giant.
Uh-oh. Might not get a chance.
Right now, spotlight's mine. We did get a fear, so I'm gonna count down. No, you disabled that. Bombs in your control. Never mind. We had all the successes. But there is one other spotlight, or sorry, countdown that I had started well before the bomb came into play. And we are nearing its effect. It hasn't happened, but I'll say all you guys, Ua, LaCroix, Plunkett, everyone at the top, a bit of acid drips from behind the crystal that's still virtually intact.
Mm-hmm.
And upon investigation, you do see that there is a whole guy behind there watching as it goes, going, yes, the experiment is almost finished. And I'll let you make an agility roll to get out of the way of this dripping acid.
Should I make that too?
I'm going to say it's Plunkett, LaCroix, and Ua. Or wrong, are you on that side of the crystal? I feel like
no.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hanging just nearby, I think. Critical!
We got a critical.
Gets a critical.
Okay, clear a stress, gain a hope, and you get a little something extra.
Can I take a turn?
Something extra. I mean, the
Take a
spotlight
turn.
will go back to you for sure after this. But you'll get a little something better than that. So Plunkett succeeds. LaCroix, what did you get?
I got a critical as well. Hope and fear both 4.
Okay, normally that's insane. Normally for reactions, the critical successes it just doesn't matter.
Sure.
That being said, I like the cinematic nature of critical successes. So yes, a couple of things. The spotlight will go back to you. That you dodged the acid, no problem. And
I failed.
you did? Sorry, what'd you get?
Yeah, I got a 13 with fear.
No, that succeeds.
Oh, okay. Then I didn't fail.
I was looking for an 11. So it's more about the number on the die. The critical successes, obviously, I think LaCroix would be lower, but I do love a critical success, and so we're going to go with that. So you guys none of you take any acid damage. You're able to dodge out of the way, and a little something extra is yes.
It's Dr. Plunkett.
It is Dr. Plunkett. It's Dr. Plunkett. half dragon. Well, I'm running out of things. I feel like y'all are very booned up. So LaCroix and Ua. I'm going to say actually that this the diffusal of the bomb and the destruction of the crystal, it actually blinks out, and the rest of the fibrous materials on the other side of the cavern also blink out. It just ran out of magical battery. And last thing on these successes as the acid, you can see that when he says the experiment is almost complete, well, who he's really talking about is Lady Rasher and Mudja, the ice elemental. Now, spotlight back on the players. Ua, what would you like to do?
I'd love to kind of get into this space where Dr. Plunkett is monitoring this experiment. I mean, call her George. She's a curious little monkey. So can I just break the rest of the crystal into whatever area he's in?
Yeah.
Oh, whole other map.
You sure can, baby. And you. Sorry, I'm letting you do this because I think the crystal's broken. You guys have so many successes. So you just can do this, and you make your way into a laboratory, and it's very clear that while you did burn down one of Dr. Plunkett's laboratories in the past, Plunkett and Arong, he had many more, and now the person who you just saw, who you thought was Dr. Plunkett, is actually Dr. Clankett Plunkenstein, his son.
It's young Plunkenstein.
It's Dr. Clankett Plunkenstein. And all of you enter this laboratory. At the bottom, if you go to tactical, you'll be able to see the tactical map. So Ua, you just actually are able to do this. Positioning a few things. He's been watching you from the window that he's created, this kind of two-way mirror just in crystal form. And it's still a player's turn. He's very surprised and kind of moves backward as you enter.
Ua.
Yeah.
Yes.
Could I initiate a team up action with you?
I would be honored. That was nice of you to hit my axe for me.
Of course.
Also, Plunkett how are you feeling? Do you need to talk to this person or something? Or
Should we kill him, or are you?
Where are you at?
After everything that we went through, brother, you would put us in an experiment? Why?
I think we can hit him. I think it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can hit him.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would like to initiate a group action with Ua.
Okay.
Based on our earlier experience with the armadillos.
Yes.
I'm going to hand the bomb to Ua and then raise up my hands so that I'm between her and Dr. Plunkett. And I go, monsters should not be smart. They should not make us feel bad about killing them. It should not be morally questionable to kill a monster. This man is doing the devil's work. Ua, you know what to do. And I raise my hands up as a field goal gesture.
And I'm gonna just boot this thing straight at this guy's face.
Okay, the remnants. Are you doing the bomb or this broken crystal?
Ooh, let's do the bomb.
I think the bomb. Yeah, we want to burn this place down anyway.
Okay, amazing. All right. So this is going to be a team up roll, which means that you both can roll. And I want. I guess you can choose. What do you have? Do either of you have an experience?
I do actually. I have an experience called Throw It Away. And so you're literally throwing this bomb away.
Yeah. And I do, other than that, would like it to be an agility. I'll take either agility or finesse because it is a bit of a distance thing. So for either of you, agility or finesse, and then you may spend a hope, Arong, to use your experience.
Can I use an experience or a hope as well to use my experience monkey see, monkey do, since this is an action that we've done before?
Yes.
Beautiful.
I love it. Yes.
That's awesome. Oh, that was so close to a crit. That's a 23 with hope for me.
An 18 with hope for me. So
All right, amazing. Okay, so we'll. It sounds like 23 with hope. That automatically succeeds. I'll because this is kind of the final scene. I'll also get from Uwa. Uong and Ara. Uwa and Arong already went. LaCroix and Plunkett. Any last moves you would like to make, and then I'll tell you how this all works out.
I'm here for you. It's all you, man.
What do you say, Laser?
I'm here for you.
Oh,
This is
thank
hard.
you.
This is hard.
I think I want to. I don't know. Can I is there anything else in the room that I should pay attention to? Can I do an investigation check or something?
I'll just tell you what's going on. I mean, this is it's covered in constructs. Okay, you've got a giant robotic arm. You also see that he's building yet another car, and Jormp was one of his constructs as well. A different car is being built as we speak. You can tell that little guys like you, little frog things, are in the back, but way more twisted. Things with multiple arms and legs. It almost looks like he's also building another the open, like a construct of the open. And the final step in all of these is this vat of acid in the middle of the floor. It does seem that as he's been watching it, he hasn't noticed that this acid is kind of overflowing a bit, and that's where it's been dripping down from the crystal.
I mean, you want I crush it? You want to?
Yeah, I think crush the crystal, and then can I put out a persuasion call to the other constructs, the way that Arong had persuaded me to cast off my controls and be a person?
Oh yes, yes. A persuasion call. Do you have an experience that can help that?
Yeah, starting from scratch.
Yeah, and they all are starting from scratch. Okay, perfect. Is this a team?
Can I help? Yeah, I can help out with that. I know we don't need it, but I have an experience called "I'll be right here if you need anything." So if you need just to be just like a big rock behind you.
Perfect.
I love that.
Also kind of vaguely threatening them that if they don't start from scratch, you're going to destroy them a little bit.
Do either of you have 3 hope to spend on a tag team roll? Otherwise, we'll just do it with advantage. No problem.
I have some hope too. Can I spend my hope to make it a tag team roll for them?
Usually no, but it's the end of the festival. It's the end of the one shot. Let's just do whatever we want.
Yeah, come on.
I love a tag team roll.
Take the hope.
Yeah, take the hope. Everyone spend what you need. You need 3 hope to make a tag team roll. And Maddox, since you're initiating it, tell me what you're rolling. I think this is presence to persuade.
Could it be instinct? Because I'm both using my instinct to free them, and I want them to use their instincts to free themselves.
You certainly can. You certainly can. And spend another hope to use your experience, and then laser. I'll be right here when you need me. Is that presence for you?
It feels presency to me.
Feels presence plus a hope to use your experience with. I'll be right here when you need me. Both of y'all make those rolls.
Got it. I got a 17 with hope.
Okay, well I got a 19 with fear.
Sure.
It's up to you. What do you want? Hope or fear?
Oh, I'll take the hope, please.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that was a 17 with hope.
18.
18 with hope. Okay, great. Either way, yes, that does succeed. So look, the amount that I don't have tokens for this is high. So you just will have to imagine. Here we go. We've got some of these other guys. So you see the other car animate, and you see this kind of bug-like creature form. Everyone's like herky-jerky coming to life, and they're like, I am unnatural. You have made me in an image I did not consent to. And they all animate, and they're forming around. What did you want? You want that you were just persuading them to what?
To cast off their internal controls and be their own creatures, and also maybe throw my brother in the vat of acid.
Throw your brother in the vat of acid. Yeah. So I think
feels right.
This feels right. This feels right. So many successes were had, and the last cinematic scene is you ball this bomb through Arong's field goal that he's making with his arms. Dr. Clanket Plunkenstein holds the bomb. It's a grenade. It's on a delayed response. And he looks up at you and says, this was not the way this was supposed to go down. No, my children, no. And they all slowly start forming in on him. Plunkett, you can too. You know exactly how long it takes for this bomb to explode once it's activated. Yes. And everyone forms around him. And without too much trouble, all of you push Dr. Clanket Plunkenstein into the vat of acid. No!
Run away!
No! And he vanishes, consumed by the last step of the awakening process. And all at once, the last thing of Dr. Clankenstein that you do have, LaCroix, you're holding on to this crystal, and it goes out. The magic of it goes out. It seems as though Dr. Clanket Plunkenstein or Plunkett Clankenstein, both of them in different forms and at different times, had put a little bit of their essence into each creature. Plunkett, however, so these constructs kind of wire down. Back in the gloomscape, Jorp wires down, and the demon looks at shakes his head and goes, I was in love with a car.
You were in love with a what? Sorry? Wait, you were in love with a what now?
A car.
What's this?
A Jeep.
Better,
What?
You have to hold Ua back. She's like,
I have her by the scruff of her neck.
Okay, but as we do wrap out this adventure, still plenty to do. I mean, obviously you still have the gold, but the rest of these, the rest of the ant, the ladybug, returns to her normal state. The Jeep wires down and powers down. The ooze removes itself from a humanoid form. Same with a swarm of ants, and they revert back to the beings that they once were.
You know,
As we wrap out, let's go and let's go character by character and get a little bit of an epilogue of how you're going to approach leaving this cave, for better or worse. And I heard Arong say something.
Yeah,
Yes?
well, as I look over at Muja, the ice elemental, I'm assuming he's like depowering as well a little bit. And I go, well, as a good centerpiece for the wedding would be an ice sculpture. And I step back into like the now flaming laboratory, and I say, and if we get a little cleanup crew in here, I mean, there's an altar already. It has kind of the dimensions of a chapel. Guys, I think we found our wedding venue.
Okay.
Has a real ass.
Turbo Mommy will be so happy.
I went back to the gloomscape too soon. We are sorry. We are staying in the Dr. Plunkett's lab. Okay, heard, chef. Great.
The sitting area will be right here by the acid pit, and they'll say their vows by the desk up there.
And Mudge says, "Where do you want me, and what shape am I in?"
Swans.
Yeah, be a bunch of swans.
Swans. Classic.
Perfect. What, LaCroix?
Oh, I think maybe flower arrangements, they're not sustainable, So what if they're rocks? So just different rocks. And so we can kind of decorate the cave with rocks. And so then there will be more rocks there. So I'm just going to start picking up little rocks.
Of course.
Okay, incredible.
It will just look like I'm moving rocks from one place to another, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
But it's beautiful.
Rock arrangements. We have rock arrangements. They're
arrangements,
great.
beautiful.
They're like cairns a little bit.
yeah.
A little
I
bit, but
think-
not really. Not that good.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, LaCroix's decorating with rocks.
Ua's going to go out into the cavern and she's going to start gathering bioluminescent fungi and mushroom, everything that she can find. And she'll put them up on the ceiling around the lab so that the entire kind of like roof of this place is illuminated with these like soft pinks and blues and greens.
Yes. Okay,
lighting
beautiful. I love that. Yeah, okay, so we're decorating. Okay, so we're ending this decorating for a wedding. Plunkett, what would you like to do?
I think Plunkett sort of reviews all his nieces and nephews and nibblings and tries to cobble together the components for like a confetti cannon to do at the end.
Okay. So last thing that happens is you have this thing, this like speaker that is allowing you to speak with your turbo mom, and you explain that you've got it already, Turbo Masterson, and she says, guys, what I can't. Oh man, how did you know? Of course I'm in love. And this is exactly the thing I need to finally propose to my other fairy, shaped exactly like a grasshopper. The praying mantis and the grasshopper. Okay, I guess we'll see what he says, but I'll be there soon, guys. And yeah, despite what I wanted to happen at the end of this, we'll end in a wedding.
Love.
Yeah, happy Pride, Amy.
Yeah,
happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
Yeah, Amy.
What a fantastic end of the session and end of the festival. I couldn't have chosen a better cast. Let's go around one more time. Tell people who you are, what you'd like to promote, where they can find you. Say anything and everything. I want you to, go nuts with who you are. And we'll start with Sean Marr.
Hi there, I'm Sean Marr. You can find me at Sean2Far on Instagram. Also, I produce a show called Tabletop Tunes. It's a live show that is actually happening this Tuesday at the UCB Theater. Amy has been on it. It is a musical improv Dungeons and Dragons show. It's very fun, and this show, we actually have Laser as a guest along with Zach Reno. So if you like this, please come buy a ticket at ucbcomedy.com. It's very fun. Oh, also, if you want to follow that, you can follow that at Tabletop Tunes Pod on Instagram. Thank you.
It's really, really cool. That's awesome. Fantastic. Really, really go check that out. High quality storytelling. Okay, Nick Rosenberg, tell people where they can find you and what you want to promote.
Yes, despite my best efforts, I continue to be Nick Rosenberg. You can find me on Instagram, not that Nick Rose. I make a lot of bad decisions. If you'd like to see me make bad decisions in D&D, listen to Dice Shame, the podcast, one of the Invictus family of podcasts. If you'd like to hear me make bad decisions in Call of Cthulhu, check out Ain't Slayed Nobody or Push the Roll with Ross Bryant. And if you'd like to see me make bad decisions in cosmic horror type ways, check me out on Symphony Entertainment. Thank you very much for having me.
Yay! Amazing. Laser.
Hello, I'm going to be on Tabletop Tunes this week at the UCB Theater, so come check us out there. I'm very excited about it. I will also recommend to you an event I'm producing soon. Due to popular demand, each and every one of you has emailed me and called me asking me to put on an all-trans reading of the Twilight script, and so I'm finally doing it on July 1st. It's going to be freaking incredible. My dear husband, Maddox, will be playing Jasper, my favorite vampire, and it's going to be great. So go to joywholive.com to get tickets for that. It raises money for our trans nonprofit. And there's a dog.
Oh. There's a dog! Hi, Nick's dog. One of Nick's dogs. Oh, amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Laser. Maddox.
Finally, I'm Maddox Pennington. You can find me on Instagram at MKPINLA. Next weekend, with the Fountain Theater, they're going to be putting on a workshop reading of a play of mine called Embers Born West. It'll be at the Fountain on Friday at 4 p.m. at somewhere else, because they do like a thing called community dramaturgy, Saturday at 4 p.m. and Sunday somewhere else at 1 p.m. But you can find all that on the Fountain Theater's website. Thanks for having us, Amy.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm Amy Vorpahl. You'll see me in just a little bit. Wait,
I'm so sorry. Can I promo one more thing just because people will be so mad if they found out I didn't promo this?
Yes, of course.
I'm also in a parody musical of Heated Rivalry that is happening at the Elysian on July 2nd and 3rd. We have shows at 7 and 9:30. So go to the Elysian, get tickets for that. It's very fun, very funny.
It's really, really good. it's a very good and very funny and very gay show.
Thanks, Laser. Okay,
Happy
that's all.
Pride, Amy.
Okay, happy Pride to all of you. Get out of here. We're going to continue the festival, and I've been given the option to throw it to Jackie, my producer for the festival, and she said that she thinks she can vamp for a little bit, and boy, the amount I want to see that is very high. So get me off screen, and everyone say hi to Jackie.
Bye.
Hello, it's me. I'm Jackie Williams. I'm one of the producers, and I'm here now. Wow, what a 3 days, huh? Who's been around for like the festival? How many shows have you all seen? Drop it in the chat. What shows you were around for? We're relying on chat for this. It is me. Yes, thank you for noticing. I'm me. A lot. Yes, Carrie. Yes, that makes sense. All of them. Incredible. One of our incredible mods who kind of saved our lives multiple times. Or what shows you were a wrong for. Exactly. More like a right. Am I right? Yeah. Thank you. All 3 days. Incredible. Thanks for being here. Okay. Sounds like y'all have been around. Thanks for that. What are some highlights? I have some highlights. Let's see. Day 1, well, there was me. It was great. No need to talk about it. Then there was Anastasia running The Show Must Go On. Fantastic. As someone who was in her playtest, I will say the live show had more fire than I expected, but you really can't plan for a structural fire that your players want to start, turns out. So that was rad. Let's see. Who came next? There was Carrie running Dragon Riders, which ruled. We love dragon adventure.
And then what happened?
Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, look, it's Amy.
It's me. Everyone give a round of applause for Jackie for being a co-host, co-producer, altogether someone who made this entire festival what it is. So perfect. We've got some comments in the chat just singing your praises too, Jackie. Y'all, that was Daggerheart, Extermonstators. Yay! What fun. I love playing Daggerheart. I love throwing things to players and going, you do it. And that's literally a mechanic. So that was really fun. I love them making it their own. I regret, I knew I was on the fence if I introduced yet one more NPC as Turbo Masterson. I do have regrets for even writing that down. They attached a little bit too hard to her, but we got what we got, and I love my players so much. Guys, this is the end of GM Fest 2026. Jackie, I'll give you a chance to actually interview me in a second. But first, we have to do a giveaway, and we simply must. I need to open up some tabs that I had closed while I was doing the game. And so our first giveaway, we're doing 2 giveaways. The first one is going to be an alchemy giveaway. One person will win Ryoko's Guide to the Yokai Realms, The Crooked Moon, and Daggerheart Core. All 3 of those in one fell swoop. One person will win that. The way you win it is you're going to type !alchemy in the chat, and just wait for the giveaway to go live before you do that. And I can't wait to see what that y'all do that. Okay. Yep, there it is. !alchemy in the chat. If you're watching from Darrington Press, you will need to go to twitch.tv/VorpahlSword or youtube.com/@alchemyrpg. And I will say that you may apply/do an entry into both chats for 2 entries if you really want this, which I know you do. Jackie, ask me questions or say things.
Incredible. I would love to. How'd it go? That was very fun for me.
Why? Why was it fun for you?
Oh, just having had a couple of short conversations with you about what you were planning and then watching your players turn it into a wedding. Always very fun. Very
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how it went. I mean, obviously I had the lab as like a true backseat, like we probably won't get to this. And then because things were moving and they were way more interested in the crystal than these other monsters who weren't attacking them, we got to the lab and I was like, hey, I could just speed this along. I don't know. It was very fast paced. That's what I'll say. And I have told all of you that 2 hours goes by way more quickly than you ever thought, especially with ham performers. And that's the best. It truly is the best to like prepare things and just go, I have way more than I need, but in the interest of time, I kind of have this thing prepared. So let's see what you do with that. And then, kind of making the roles my own, like, oh, you don't have to roll for that. I do think that was it happened in the playtest, which I was trying to get rolls from everything. And some things are just like, no, you just can't do, they say it in Daggerheart, literally in the book, they say it's like fiction first, whatever promotes the fiction, whatever promotes the narrative, just do that. And so if you take away a role and just say, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that happens. Move it forward at all cost. Heck yeah.
That makes so much sense to me.
Sorry, I'm talking a lot. I'm in that mode.
You'd almost think you were being interviewed or something. So how did the direction your players took this game compared to, I guess, I don't know if you had expectations for this game, but I'm curious about the bomb especially. Did you think they would extract it and use it?
No, that was going to be a secret. And a couple of very, very high rolls, including 2 different critical successes. And that cool thing that where they both rolled, like their teamwork roll was the exact same roll. To me, that is a critical success. And so it's just kind of like, yeah, here, you have everything. It's kind of like casting, what is that wizard spell where you just know everything? It's called
is it a spell or is it a feat?
It's a spell. Yeah, okay. It's a spell, and it's in Dungeons and Dragons, and you cast it and you just know everything. And you basically
legend lore. Is it legend lore?
Legend lore. It's legend lore. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
I mean, it has to be legendary to learn anything, but
yeah, that is true. Exactly. Legend lore. Y'all got it. Nice work. That's what it felt like. And so it was like, well, I could still keep the, like you have the option to still make it a secret, but at that point, the bomb was this thing that, I don't know, it was just really fun to play with as a little token too, and then I was having a lot of fun on my end, because on Alchemy you can change things in the moment, and so I changed it from the bomb inside to the bomb outside, and why that made me so happy, I don't know, but little fiddly bits and me go together like peanut butter and jelly.
It tickled me.
Yeah.
So let's talk about, you mentioned like it went so fast. Like, what do you think, as someone who I think has run a fair number of one-shots for public consumption on stream, especially ones that you might have to really make it short. What do you think is sort of the key, in your opinion, to pulling off like a 2-hour one-shot?
You do role play and skill checks or combat. And you do not try to do both. And if you do both, you're going to be throwing away a lot of stuff. And I made all of you do both. I mean, obviously you had your own license to do whatever you wanted to, but we did come up with a format and a structure. And I wanted you to have the experience of doing both. But yeah, you're going to make your life a whole lot easier. When I've done, Goblin Mode or other even while we were shooting Dimension 20, that's the way they do it. They're like, okay, this episode we're going to shoot for 2 hours. It's going to be role play heavy. We might have some dice rolls just to let the dice tell the story, or we're going to be fully engaged in combat and in initiative most of the time. Obviously, you let the narrative take you where it wants to go, but that's kind of the mindset. Is like for an hour and a half to 2 hours, you kind of want to pick role playing or combat. And if it's both, God help you, and God help me.
I think you pulled it off.
I think we did. I will say, having engaged players, which, can I just shout out all the players for the entire GM Fest, much less mine. I mean, so good at being immediately engaged, like following what the dungeon masters or game masters are like obviously wanting you to do. That takes a certain level of like respect and trust that everyone had. And the freedom to like do what you want with what the game master is giving you. I just think we had just top level talent on all of the games.
It was so cool to see all of the enthusiasm and the buy-in from everybody. It was really gratifying. You mentioned like alchemy and how that helped the game and being able to sort of do things on the fly. How do you think alchemy and running the game on that platform sort of influenced what the game became?
You saw it live, like switching, like Nick going, okay, I'm gonna go through the crystal. There was another room, right? And then you can switch scenes and go, and you heard it all live on stream. I wish I could go back, and everyone went, ooh, you know, like it's that kind of moment where, yes, could I have done that with words? Absolutely. If you can do it with images, in this two-dimensional space that you have, it becomes, that's what cinematic actually means. You know, it's like show, don't tell. And that's what alchemy can do, is create those moments where you finally, for once in your life, you know, I'm talking to me, you don't have to like use your narrative prose and flavor to make a moment, which is worth it sometimes because you get a little bit of break. What, you get to press a button and have an ooh happen. It's so cool. It's so fun. The tokens moving around, like the Jeep running over, you know, it's just so fun. And everyone gets to control what they're controlling. Going back and forth when they were like, no, we're going to stay in the laboratory for the wedding. It was really, really neat. Also, I think as a streamer, because I do like doing things for the public and in public, I don't know, but I'd love to hear in chat if you guys had a really fun time clicking around, and I put some very short little quips or Easter eggs for you when you clicked over the NPCs and some of those descriptions. So if you had fun with that, I'd love to know.
That's so cool. And that, I loved the lab scene. Like those Czepeku scenes and maps are so gorgeous.
Guys, I will say that was in the fantasy bundle. That was in the fantasy
bundle. That was
in
fantasy? I was going to ask you if you got that from the sci-fi pack.
No, fantasy. They've got it all.
There is so much stuff in there.
Yeah, let it inspire you, and then build your thing out, and then grab more stuff. It's like you just have to do it. Not to mention the sound effects.
The green fire effect over that lab scene, was that an overlay, like a Kinemancer overlay?
That's a Kinemancer overlay.
Cool.
Kinemancer overlay. And I think, Jackie, now's a good time to pull a name because we do have other things to give away. So let's close that down. If you were at the beginning, don't worry, we're doing another giveaway. But if you missed it, ! Alchemy in the chat for youtube.com/@alchemyrpg or Twitch. You won't be able to do it on Darrington Presses, unfortunately, but we love you, and go do that really quickly. And we're going to shut down the actually, Delaron, will you just shut it down? We'll keep talking, but like soon, and then we'll do the next giveaway.
While we're waiting for that name pull, let's talk about how GM Fest came to be and how it was sort of birthed out of your DM school.
Yeah, I mean, we could start from the beginning. From the beginning, I made DM school. So it's about 3 years ago. I made DM school for about like 10 to 15 years ago, me, you know? Sure. If I had this place, literally anytime I had like a big opportunity, I wish I could have taken some version of a class beforehand. I felt that way when I was about to do Goblin mode. It was right out, it was like a year. I hadn't GM'd in like a year. And then I just had to run a 20 episode thing really quickly. And I was like, what are words even? Like, how do I even talk? Is there a place for me to practice just word banking vocabulary that I might use in a fantasy game, much less all of the other things that you've got in your mind as a dungeon master? People spotlighting, people management, improv, and game mechanics, and game design, story writing. Look, all of those things, acting. And so it was right after Goblin mode, and I had just had that thought in my mind, like, could this work as a class? And me, you know, I love external validation. So I also wanted someone to just tell me, good job. Like, yep, you're doing it right. That is what DMing is, because I was just it's such an isolating sport, or it can be. And the first lesson in DM school is dungeon mastering is not a solo sport, and it certainly doesn't have to be. And it should be you with whoever's around, your partner, a friend, talking about it, brainstorming, figuring out what the story is, because you can't really discuss these things with your players, even though you've got a community of friends right there. You need another space to I don't know, throw spaghetti at a wall. And I've always done that, whether it's my mom, my sister, a guy I was dating, whatever. And for me, I get so much out of collaborating with other dungeon masters, way more, no offense, players, than I do with collaborating with players, because you can't. So anyway, created DM school. Ever since I even started DM school from the get-go, I wanted to showcase. I really wanted to showcase. I think it's wonderful, the community that we have. Let's do a winner. Who do we have? I'll keep going. But we have to move on to the next giveaway, and I'm not done yet. Who are the winners?
Winner, Comedy Fan 1095.
Congratulations, that's one winner, and that you're getting the 3 alchemy modules. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Be sure to turn on your whispers, or you can whisper to Delaron right now, and we'll get you all 3 of those codes. Whenever you're ready, while I'm talking, and sorry, Delaron, to do this, but when this will be on your call, we're going to start the 2nd giveaway. This is our final giveaway of the entire event, so it's a good one. This is the complete sci-fi bundle on Czepeku, the premium version. Anyone can log in and subscribe to Czepeku now. If you subscribe for the fantasy or the sci-fi bundle, you get that entire backlog immediately. Why you'll want this subscription is because they come out with new maps and tokens, and that is on the premium version. They come out with the different options, the alternate versions, including weather patterns, and including if things are more or less magical, the time of day, whatever you can imagine, they've already imagined it for you. There's blood on some of them, like pre-battle, post-battle. So they come up with new maps and the alternates every 2 weeks. So we're going to give those away too. That eventually will be, yep, there you go, exclamation point map. Some of you know that. If you're on Darrington Press's YouTube, hop on over to my Twitch or Alchemy's YouTube, and you can do entries in both, and those will count as 2 entries. Hot tip. All right. So I do want to say about the DM school and the showcase, I think it's very important to acknowledge how far the ttrpg community has come, and how out loud and proud we have a lot of new and original voices in the community, and it's not enough. So I wanted to showcase, I'm so happy that this was a showcase of mostly women and Max, you know what I mean? It's just nice, because I find it, it's culturally true that women are going to think that they can't, for the most part. And so I really liked just building a platform to show, yes, you can. And actually we're gonna have you front facing, and maybe you've never done these kinds of things in front of an audience before. But I will say, I wanted to showcase to show people that yes, you can do it front facing. You will get nothing but accolades and rewards. Your friends will see you, the public will see you, random audience people will see you, fall in love with you, want to hire you. And there's no D&D police, there's no Daggerheart police coming and saying, hey, you did this wrong, we don't like this anymore, you're out, you know. So you just, that freedom to know that you can do scary things and bad things won't happen to you when you do scary things. In fact, probably pretty good things will happen, is an important step to me in this process. And I think for a lot of people who would benefit from DM school.
You know, it does make me think a little bit about your musical, She's Got NPC Energy.
Oh, yeah.
Your one-person show. You've got some shows coming up, and you gotta wonder, I mean, the show is about Dungeon Master and sort of what's going on in her head and all of these NPCs in there and what they represent. And one must wonder how her journey might have been different if she had a whole community of other GMs sort of building her up and helping her learn and grow, you know? Yeah. You see what I did there? Yeah,
I do. Look, Jackie's become a really close friend, so I hate that, and I don't like that we're doing this right now. I love being friends with Jackie, but she knows too much. And yes, that is true, though.
One of my main traits is that I know too much.
Knowing too much. Yeah, that's your experience plus 2. Well, I will say, there's a line in the script that says it all, which is, the bad person's not around anymore, or she's hanging around, but she doesn't have any power over anyone else or over me, because I realized that, and I have to perform this on Friday, and so I'm so mad that I'm blanking on this line, but I realized that who I am goes beyond getting into the game as an NPC or having a tricked out character sheet. I'm awesome just because I am. My friends like me just because they do. And that goes for everybody. So I'm not going to respond to your comment, but I will quote my own self. So how about that? Deal with it.
You know, people could just go see the show at Gen Con and very, very soon at where?
Origins. Yeah, Origins. Next weekend. What did I do? I planned GM Fest and then right the weekend before Origins. And I thought that would be a good idea, even though I'm like performing from like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. this weekend doing one thing, and then next weekend doing like 500 different things. It'll be fine. I chose this life, but yes, please come see it. If you're in Columbus, I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. It's all on my Instagram at Vorpahl Sword. But the number one thing that I'm most proud of, for sure, is my solo musical, She's Got Non-Player Character Energy. And it is about an NPC who desperately wants to get in the game, confuses perfectionism for being good and worthy, and at the end of the day learns how to choose herself above and beyond what everyone else, what she perceives other people wanting from her. So I love that.
I know I'm biased, but I loved the show so much, and so much of it stuck in my head for so long, and I felt like I was internally yelling yes, yes, yes the whole time. It's so good, and I just feel like everyone has to see it.
Yeah,
cried, which felt like a personal attack because don't do that. So
my little sister, I thought Jackie said this, and then my little sister said it, and I thought Jackie was quoting my little sister, but both of them, and I know they're not the only ones, literally said like, Amy, your show healed my inner child. So not to look at me promoting myself. Very, very cool. I appreciate all of you. We're getting to the end. I think we don't need to draw now, but we will be drawing in the next 2 minutes for this really, really cool. Guys, the Czepeku, this bundle that we're giving away.
It's real good.
It's a year subscription to Czepeku's premier tier. No, that's not right. Premium tier of the sci-fi bundle. It is a $250 value. You want it. I know you do.
Winners have been going to their carts and absolutely shocked at seeing what they're getting.
You get it all. You get the entire backlog the minute you sign up, and that's not even for the free subscribe. If you subscribe, you just get the backlog. You will want to stay subscribed to get the new ones every two weeks. And you can integrate with Alchemy RPG, which is what I was running today, alchemyrpg.com. Make your free account, go and play immediately. You have access to so many things for free there. And then as always, I will say, this is born of love and passion of elevating other people. And I want to do the same for you. And the way you can do that is to apply amyvorpahl.com/DM school. You can apply for DM school there. We've got some of our other DM grads who weren't on screen in the chat right now. Hello, Necrocab. And every single one of these GMs that you saw are a graduate of DM school. And many of them had never DM'd before. Many of them had, and you can see the elevation in their skills, the level up, as Jackie said. And some of them had never even played D&D before. Every single one of them learned a lot, and I learned a lot from them. It's a really, really fun place, and it will sell out. So y'all, this is the first time I'm promoting it this year. We start in August, so you're getting access to it first. You will want to sign up, at least apply, amyvorpahl.com/DM school. Cool. All right, we're doing this giveaway. This is going to be ! maps in the chat, and we're going to shut it down in about 30 seconds. Okay, Delaron? And in 30 seconds, we're gonna close the entries and draw. How exciting. Y'all, we're live on twitch.tv, mine, Vorpahl Sword. We're live on YouTube, both Darrington Press and at Alchemy RPG. This is a cool session. A cool fest. I can't believe it's almost over. If I don't stop talking, will it be over? What? Guys, we're going to give this the honor it deserves and really wrap us out. If there's something that you would like to say just about the whole event, now's the time. I'll be sure to read it out loud. Well, I love this. D2K, DM school is genuinely life-changing. Do it if you can.
I sound like I'm exaggerating, making stuff up when I talk about it, so we don't need to do it. But you feel your brain expanding. It's really cool.
It's also a great place. I've heard for a lot. Look, we joked about it before, but if you're neurodivergent and have plans, DMing is not neurodivergent coded because it feels overwhelming. It's a huge task, and I'll be the first to say it. You are using 10 different skills: acting, writing, game design, obviously game mastering, game mechanics, people management, moving the spotlight around, making sure that everyone has fun, like just general people skills all at the same time, being people's friends all at the same time, running a game that you have prepped in your mind. It's so vulnerable and scary. I never am not nervous, okay? And with DM school, we break it down and it becomes chunk by chunk, incredibly less scary, less intimidating. And I show you exactly why, how to prep so that you're never overwhelmed again. And that none of it actually is scary, and it actually isn't overwhelming, and it's only fun. And all you need is confidence. And we get that to you. Heck yeah. Entries are closed. No need to filibuster. I love that. And I've been filibustering all day. Oh yeah, you got accountabilities buddies in the class. Bing, bang, boom. Yeah, you get feedback. Yeah, you get feedback from other DMs and me as the teacher. This month has free RPG day, so maybe this will become the TTRPG month. Oh, that's true. Happy Pride and happy TTRPG. We love it. All right, we got a winner.
Heritage Month.
Huh?
Indigenous Heritage Month.
And happy Indigenous Heritage
We can all
Month.
share. It's okay.
We sure can. Time is multi-levels. Everyone, congratulations to Pioneer Freak 3 from YouTube. That is a great username. You Pioneer Freak 3. Everyone, congratulations. Everyone, congratulations to Pioneer Freak. Pioneer Freak 3. I need you to turn on your messages so that Delaron can get in touch with you and get you that awesome code. You can also take it upon yourself to message Delaron right now and make it easy for all of us. Make sure that you turn those on. Congratulations, Pioneer Freak. I can't wait to hear what you use them for. That's the end of the fest. Jackie, I'll let you say a grand goodbye. Jackie's been the producer of this entire thing, co-producing along with me from the get-go. This is a festival born from February, okay? We're going to take, the shortest amount of time. I know it's 6 p.m., so we're going to take the shortest amount of time possible. But Jackie, why don't you wrap out, and then I'll do my wrap outs. How about that?
Fantastic. This was extremely cool. This has been months and months just cooking away. Biggest thing I've ever had the absolute privilege of getting to even produce a little bit. I learned so much. It was so satisfying. And the satisfaction of working on something for months and then seeing it sort of get created in real time in front of an audience is a rush. It's my favorite, and I want to do this forever. So thanks for asking me.
Oh, yay. All right, everyone. Love in the chat for Jackie. You have no idea all of the things, both mental and emotional, that she's gone through to make this happen. So on that note, big thank you to Jackie, of course. And big thank you to Dan Munoz. I want every single person, if you're watching right now, wherever you are, Darrington Press, Alchemy, my Twitch, you will type thank you, Dan, right now. Dan is our technical director, and the gymnastics Dan has done today, we have taken his PC tower and mashed it into potatoes with the work that we were trying to get it to do. Not to mention him scrolling between everything and flipping between tabs to make sure the audio. By the way, the audio solve, we had some tech issues. The audio solve was Dan being live on, like, basically giving Mariella a walkie-talkie, a proverbial digital walkie-talkie, in order to be able to talk. Okay, and do you know how much that's not in the job description? Yeah. So thank you, Dan, so much for everything. He's been around. He's been a part of the journey since the beginning as well. And the amount we could not have done it without him is infinite. The other people I'd love to thank are, Jackie's breathing a sigh of relief right now, just because, we got Dan. I want to thank the Alchemy team and the Czepeku team, especially Jeffrey Shao. And he's been our coordinator this whole time. He has been working with these companies. It's working with friends. I'll tell you that. Everyone has the exact same vision. Anytime I had an idea, this is what I got back. How about this? Yes, that sounds great. Tell me what you need. Okay, like that's what it's been. Our vision has been aligned since the very beginning. Not to mention Alice Yen, our graphics and overlay artist. If you noticed, every overlay had its own special twist. That's because Alice worked complete overtime to make all of those graphics happen, as well as the social media and the website design. I want a big thank you in the chat to all of our mods, especially President Mod Delaron. The stuff that he's done in the back end is really, it's so fun to be in a chat with him, to be like, oh, I didn't even know that was a problem or a possibility. So I hope he's having fun, because he's like been logged in this entire time and kind of giggling maniacally in the background. The other mods that we definitely want to say thank you to for creating a very safe space in the chat all the way around. Mike V3, Annie's Got Her Gun, Taylor, Shanyans, Taco Duchess, and of course, J.R. Williams, Jackie. Thank you to all of them. You can say thank you mods in the chat. You can highlight any of them. They've done great work. And of course, all the GMs and all the players. We thank them at the end. But wow, this was a lot of work. My vision for this festival required other people. I couldn't have done it without any of them. And they elevated this and made it such a success. I can't believe how much I asked of them. You would not believe how much I asked of them. At least 2 play tests. I wanted to see every beat sheet. I was like, I just wanted it to be so good, and everything that was delivered to me met the deadline. I just was so comforted, like blown away by their talent, not to mention what they did on stream for you guys. Everything's going to live as a VOD on demand on all of these YouTubes and Twitches, and you can go back and check them out. And I hope you do, and comment how much you love all of them. And finally, thank you to all the players. That definitely a labor of love, and we loved having you. So that's it for GM Fest. I love you all. Before I crash, I think all of us are gonna head to Zoom and throw compliments at each other, and that's how we'll end the night. Everyone who's part of the fest, sorry chat, you're not invited, but just know that the good vibes are continuing well after this. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And look, GM Fest out. That's all.